What's going on, guys? This episode is brought to you by Manscaped and the Lawnmower 4.0 package. If you use code RBP at checkout, you get 20% off and free shipping. Go to manscaped.com/RBP to get the 4.0 package. I'm going to show you exactly what's in it. The 4.0 package is the ball toner and ball deodorant to make sure your junk smells good for your significant other. Get the nose trimmer to make sure you got no hairs and stragglers hanging about. And you get the 4.0 trimmer to make sure your junk is clean. I've had no cuts and no issues with this. And actually, it's pretty cool. I've been using it for my arms and legs as well. So it's a really good trimmer that way. You also get this really cool leather carrying bag, and you get a pair of boxer briefs that are very comfortable. Also new, Manscaped has come out with a body wash. The stuff smells really good. It's probably better than the crappy soap that you're using. So check out manscaped.com/RBP or use code RBP at checkout and get 20% off and free shipping. Thanks, guys.
Best time.
What's going on, guys? How are you?
Chilling.
Roman, I haven't seen you in a while, man. Everybody's been, the fans have been bugging me. Where's Roman? Where's Roman? So Roman's here.
Yeah. Good to be back.
How you holding up?
I'm okay. I'm here. We're here visiting my mom. So yeah.
I want to pull this up because I saw some pics of you the other day. You look better than I've ever seen you, I think.
Yeah.
Is that true?
Yeah, Roman's like 300 pounds.
Shredded.
Almost. I'm 293, then 291 again, then 292.
What's this? How much do you weigh here? 291 and 293 this past month.
Yeah.
Dude, you're so fucking lean at that weight. Is the backside as lean as the front?
I hold most of my fat in the lower back,
Yeah.
and then that's the only area. But my back is not as developed. It's my weakest body part.
Yeah. I see that you're squatting well again, so the hip is good. You got 4 plates on here.
Yeah. You see that without the shoes?
Yeah. You're gonna get some fetish guys fucking messaging you for sure after this podcast.
I already do.
Well, no shoes plus white tights. You're just asking for it.
Yeah.
No, but seriously, how does the hip feel? Does it feel good, like squatting this weight?
You know what? The operated hip and the operated quad and everything is actually better and stronger than the natural one.
Really, eh? Well, I mean, it's titanium. Why wouldn't it be?
Yeah, of course, but it's also from a muscular standpoint, it's stronger. I don't know why. It's funny, but it's a performance enhancing tool I have in there.
You're cheating.
Yeah.
I mean, everything's slow and in control, man. I mean, it's good that you're feeling that good.
Yeah, you know what? Because one time I went down a little too fast.
Yeah.
That was in the beginning when the hip was new, and I could feel the ball.
What the fuck is this?
This is going on here.
It's a bell at the beginning of your
day, man.
Chest day. Sorry, go on. You went down too fast.
So I went down too fast, and there's the thigh bone has a little ball on top.
Yeah.
And it's in the hip socket.
Yeah.
It's in the hip socket. And when I went down too fast and I bounced a little bit, and I could feel the ball like slip out of the socket for a second and then jump back in.
Holy shit.
And I was like, okay, I'm not gonna do the explosive stuff anymore.
Yeah. Is that on the good side or the bad side? Like
that was the operated side.
The operated side.
So I almost dislocated it. And
Holy
then it
fuck, man.
jumped back in.
Does the doctor know? Do the doctors know that you're squatting 405? Or like, have you talked to anybody, or are you just doing what feels good?
I just go with, if it doesn't hurt, I'm doing it.
Yeah.
I
Yeah. I mean, that's a good rule of thumb.
like it.
Yeah.
I have a funny story about
Sure,
the dislocation.
Sure. What's up?
So in the beginning, right after the surgery, a couple of weeks after the surgery, I did dislocate it.
Yeah.
Funny thing is, when I was sleeping, okay,
What?
so I was lying in bed. I woke up, and the blanket was wrapped around my leg. Yeah, it was uncomfortable.
Yeah.
So I pulled on the blanket,
Oh no.
and all of a sudden I was like, "Fuck!" And when I pulled on the blanket, I pulled the hip out. I pulled the thigh bone out of the socket,
Holy fuck.
and then I couldn't fucking move. I couldn't move my leg at all, and I could feel that the thigh bone, it was like this.
Holy
so it was
shit.
next to the socket. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
I couldn't move my leg, not at all. So I woke up my wife and I was like, call an ambulance. She's like, why? I said, call a fucking ambulance right now.
Holy fuck.
So we live on the second floor.
Yeah.
They had an ambulance come. So like paramedics and a doctor and everything. They gave me a little fentanyl, so I felt a little queasy.
Yeah.
And then they had to call the fire department. And the fire department, 9 firemen, had to carry me down the stairs in like a rescue net.
Yeah.
Into the ambulance. We drove to the hospital. They had to give me full anesthesia. They had to put me to sleep and then pull my leg back into place.
Oh my God.
And I woke up like an hour later. Walked out of the hospital at like, it was 7 a.m. then, and went on with my day.
When you woke up and it was back in place, did it hurt or it was no pain?
No, it didn't hurt. It was just, and maybe it was a little sore. But no pain. They just pulled it back in place and then it went on.
So what happened? So the paramedics got there and they saw how big you were, so they had to call the fire department.
Yeah, because I couldn't. At that point, it's like your leg is like detached. It just hangs loose.
Yeah.
And then I couldn't move, so they had to call the fire department, and they came on with the whole squad came in. All imagine this, all in my bedroom.
It's like the start of a
the whole bedroom is full of firemen in full gear.
It's like the start of a bad porno. So they
carried me down the stairs, 2 flights of steps, like in a circle.
Yeah.
All the guys with their boots and strapped up, and it's like, fuck,
how
embarrassing.
That's what I was gonna say. How useless did you feel? You're like, fuck, I gotta get carried out of here. That's horrible, man. So ever since then, you haven't had, other than that one squat incident, you haven't had any trouble with it, like popping in or out?
No, I'm fine ever since.
Yeah. I don't want to jinx you. And Nic, you haven't had any like major injuries either, right?
Actually, kind of.
What'd you have?
I actually, in 2019, before I did USA's, at 4 weeks out, I tore my hamstring.
Did you really? Off the from the bone or like in the meat, in the belly?
No, I think it was only like a little partial. It healed. Like I couldn't train it, obviously, but you can't tell.
Yeah.
But I was doing stiff leg deadlifts. I think I had like 455, and on like rep 4, it just went bank.
Yeah. It's probably in the belly of the muscle, because I can't really see too much wrong with, like, your hamstrings are still like long supported. Yeah. What I was going to ask was, like, fuck, Roman, that's a pretty traumatic injury. And Nic, I tore my hamstring the first time on stiff legs. Mm-hmm. Do you guys think, like, when you go back to a movement, like Roman, for example, when you go back to 405 for squatting, even though you're in control, is there like an element of fear? Like, oh fuck, like what if, like, are you scared when you're doing it, or are you are you fully like confident now?
No, I have to, because you warm up 1 plate, 2 plate, 3 plates.
Yeah.
And I think like, okay, I'm gonna put this. That was the second time I had 4 plates on.
Yeah.
So I'm like, I do my Jedi mind thing, you know, holding the bar. Yeah. And I'm just thinking to myself, I've done this before. I've done 6 plates before.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So 4 plates should be nothing. And then I'm like, if it goes, I'm not supposed to be a bodybuilder. If it goes, it goes.
That's how I've said that to myself. I've said that to myself before.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Because I go through the same shit, like, because I've torn my quad squatting. So sometimes when I squat, you get under like 4 plates. I'm like,
you get nervous.
I'm like, but I do the same thing and Roman does. Like I put my hands on the bar and I'm like, I think to myself, okay, I've done this 1,000 times. Like I've been squatting 4 plates since I was 23.
Yeah.
So I'm like, yeah, I've done this week after week for whatever. And then I have to like talk myself into doing it. But then I also have to tell myself, if my knee pops, fuck it. So I just like at some point you have to like just ignore it and fucking go. But Nic, do you still do stiff legs? Because I kind of stopped doing heavy stiff legs after I tore my hamstring that one time.
I don't do them heavy. No.
Yeah.
And I don't ever take any set to like failure when I do them.
Yeah.
Like I don't force to try to get like that where I could, risk form. So when I do them, like I'll stop like a rep or 2 shy of failure.
Because I noticed
what's not heavy.
Yeah, really. It's relative, right? No, but I noticed. I noticed, Nic, you use a ton of weight, but your form is a lot like Roman's. You're very in control, and you don't ever jerk the weight or you don't train fast.
I just feel that's better because like when you go that slow, if you feel anything, man, it's a quick like get it off you and done.
Just drop it. Yeah.
If you're banging and clanging, you're it's whatever's happened is gonna happen now.
Yeah. You're right. Yeah. Because I train faster, and that's like I've had more injuries. I wonder sometimes, but it's tough to like try and think of all the guys who train, right? Like Ronnie trained fast, Branch trained fast. Jay's form was pretty fast. Like I don't know if fast is bad, but I do agree that slow is probably safer.
Oh, it's safer. But even I used to try the training fast, and honestly, I didn't really feel it.
Yeah.
Until I started to slow it down.
Yeah, that's right.
Go ahead, Roman. No, go ahead.
When you train fast on like barbell rows or pull downs, the only thing you feel is your forearms and your biceps.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Bicep.
Yeah. I don't know if that's true. Like, so I train pretty fast, and I see like, when you watch Branch Warren train or like Ronnie Coleman train, they train with that really like momentum, kind of like a faster cadence, right? But I feel like if you've trained that way for a long time, even though it looks like you can't feel it, you can still, like, I can still feel my back. But I do agree that when I train slow, I can probably feel like more of the rep, like from the beginning to the very end. But then I have to train with like half the weight. So like if I can do 4 reps with a little bit of swing, I can, or four plates with a little bit of swing, I can only do 2 plates, like perfect speed. So what's better?
That's true, but when I started doing that, I got bigger.
Yeah.
And then whatever weight I was using, swinging like an asshole, I was able to now do with the control that I have now.
So you're saying you built your strength back up to that weight, but with proper form.
And I believe I'm even bigger because with that weight, I can truly feel it now.
Yeah, and I'm not saying that's the wrong way at all. I think that's obviously the most ideal situation. But
for sure.
I think but I look at like Branch, right? Or Ronnie, because those are 2 icons in the sport. So I can use them. It's better than using myself.
Yeah.
Like those guys, do you think it's hard to look at Ronnie and say, well, instead of doing 9 plates on the T-bar, if he did 5 plates on the T-bar with slower form, his back would be bigger.
When it comes to people like him or Branch, it's hard to say because they did the swinging and clanging and it worked for them.
That's right.
So
go ahead.
Roman. I think the difference is if you start out like this and you learn, they probably feel it just as much as someone who trains slower because that's all they've ever done.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But if I or Nick, if we just switch to this ballistic training, let's call it ballistic training, we would feel much less.
Yeah.
We would feel much less because we're not our brains are not wired that way.
Yeah, I agree with that statement too. And it's funny you said that, because I've said in previous podcasts, like people will make this statement. Like they'll say it to me because I like got injured more at the end of my career, or like they say it about Branch, or they say it about Ronnie, or they say it about whoever. They're like, well, why don't you train more like Dexter? That way you won't be injured. And I'm like, I think what you said, Roman, just now is the most important thing. Is you can't all of a sudden switch from training like Branch to training like Dexter and expect to have the same stimulation.
Yeah.
Like Branch is not going to feel Dexter's workout. It's going to feel like a warm up.
Uh-huh.
Dexter's workout feels good to Dexter because he's been doing it since he was 15 years old. So like he's made that connection with the muscle at that speed, with that cadence. So I think you're right, that because that's how I feel. Like it's, I started training that way from the very beginning. So it's normal for me to train with that kind of speed. One sec. Let's get Guy in here.
Guy's
finally here. He decided, I texted him half hour ago and he's like, okay. And then he just showed up. He likes to be late, I think.
No, yeah, I don't like to be late. Trust me. Not my intentions.
What's wrong? You're in a mood today. Are you okay?
I was fucking just screaming on the phone at the top of my lungs for about 20 minutes because I probably just make this because people watch this more than anything. Just to clarify some things, there was a GoFundMe that was made by Chris Lewis that was done in good intentions, and it was cleared by certain people. But unfortunately, Shawn's brothers.
Sorry, Guy, can I just clarify for people listening who don't know? The GoFundMe you're talking about was for Shawn Rhoden's daughter. Yes. Okay, go ahead.
So the GoFundMe was started by Chris Lewis with very good intentions. Problem was that Shawn's brothers contacted me after they saw the GoFundMe, and they said, can you please have it taken down? We don't want to GoFundMe yet. My brother's still not even buried. We don't want to deal with the GoFundMe yet, because there was some people making nasty comments like, oh, well, he's worth 1.2 million. Well, doesn't Michelle work? Why is there a GoFundMe? The brothers asked me to take it down. So Chris Lewis sent me the login info. I logged in. I had to change things into my name to get it the money that's in there transferred over to my bank account so I could give Michelle a check at the funeral on the 27th. Well, I put a stop to the GoFundMe like his brothers asked, and then it blew up like it was a scam, and I'm trying to make money from people and then I'm getting people, why the fuck did you stop the GoFundMe? We wanted to raise 100,000. Like, I didn't want to raise money for my goddaughter. If the family asked me to do something upon Shawn's demise, I'm going to do what the family asked over anybody. And it like turned into this whole fucking nightmare of shit. And then I was on the phone with somebody who's retracting a video they put out calling me a liar. So that's why I was on the phone prior to getting on, because my tone when I called them wasn't fucking too nice.
Do you want to say who it was that made the video?
What? Well, we're cool. It's fine. It was Chris Lewis. He just made a video and he goes, Guy spoke his piece and Sergio spoke his piece. And, I'm not calling Guy a liar, but the words he used weren't true. And I called Chris and I freaked out. And he goes, listen, I'm sorry. I'll take the video down. He's like, we're all upset. I go, don't call me. I go, you publicly called me a liar. I go, and I didn't lie about a single thing. He goes, well, I go, Chris, and we were on the phone. We squashed it, but I can't even mourn still because I'm arguing with everybody.
Okay. Can I just say a couple things?
Yeah.
So one, I think anybody who knows you knows you're not like a bad person or a thief or a scammer or any of that shit. So anybody who's commenting any of that kind of shit.
It's emails.
Yeah, but that's just people who are just doing it.
No, because this is what happened now. People got so mad that they thought it was a scam that I actually got an email from GoFundMe threatening to, they're not going to take the money. They would give the money back to the people that donated it. But now I'm answering for it because my name's on it.
That's right.
And I have to prove that it's not a scam now because people are messaging me pissed off. thinking, where the fuck did my money go?
Okay, can I ask another question before you go? Sorry, before you go on, this is a confusing one to me because when Luke passed, I started the GoFundMe for his children.
Yeah.
And his ex-wife. His ex. Well, there's two women. The two women. The first woman was involved with the GoFundMe because she needed the money more. Whatever. Anyways, it's for his kids.
Yes.
And we started the GoFundMe like the day we heard what happened. The day Luke passed, me and Ben started that GoFundMe.
Yeah.
And I'm confused as to why the brothers wanted it stopped. Like, what's the difference?
This is the thing. I don't have an answer. It wasn't my call.
No, I know that. But did they tell you?
He said there were some comments being made like, well, doesn't Michelle work? Well, Shawn won all this money. Well, his net worth is 1.2 million. Why are you starting a GoFundMe? And his brother said, I don't need to see that stuff. My brother's not even in the ground. Can we please hold off until he's buried? That's what I was told.
I would have advised him that it's not relevant.
It's not my place. Bro.
I know. I just think those things like, so the tough thing with GoFundMe's, because I've done 3 now.
Yeah, they're relevant in the moment, and then they're not.
They're relevant, but they also have momentum.
Yes.
So it's relevant because it's fresh, and it's also momentum because people see the number growing and they want to help and they want to contribute. Yes. If you stop it and then you try and start it again a month from now, you're not going to have the same level of interest or.
Listen, I know.
I'm
in agreement with you. I didn't want to stop it. It wasn't up to me to stop.
No, I get it. But
when a family of Shawn says, hey, can you please end this? As the godparent, I'm going to listen to what the family says.
I get it.
And I'm getting heat for it. Like it's my fault. I'm like, guys, I didn't start this GoFundMe.
It's too bad. It's too bad that the brothers think that too, because there's always going to be comments like people, oh, well, he should have money. Why is he having a GoFundMe? And what I never understood about those kind of comments is like, no one's forcing you to give any money.
No.
If you think Shawn had money and you don't want to give your money, don't give your money. You don't have to email people and be an asshole. Like just don't give your money.
Read some of these. You should see some of the emails I'm getting.
It's
you
crazy.
Fucking scumbag! How fucking dare you? I'm like, are you guys serious?
Why don't people, if you think it's a scam, just don't give your money? Why would you send somebody a fucking nasty email?
Because people,
like it doesn't make sense.
It's insane, man.
People are ruthless.
But no, me and Chris talked. And it was just everybody was talking to different parties within the family and extended family and getting yeses and getting no's. And Chris did get an okay to do it, but the brothers were like, "No, we don't want that."
So I remember when Dallas passed. Redcon did a tribute shirt to Dallas. I bought one of the shirts, and they gave all the money from those shirts to the family. But Aaron Singerman took a bunch of heat from people because they thought he was making money off of Dallas, and that those shirts were helping fund Aaron's business. And I'm like, Aaron gave all of that money to Dallas's family, but he still caught heat. So when Luke passed, people kept asking me, are you going to make shirts? Are you going to make shirts? I got these messages like daily for the first month. And every time I said, no, we're not making shirts because we're going to focus on the GoFundMe. No one's going to appear to have made $1. Every penny is going to go to the GoFundMe. That way, nobody can accuse me of taking any money or accuse Hostile of taking any money or accuse Redcon of taking any money. Everybody so I never did a tribute shirt or anything like that for Luke because I didn't want, because what people don't understand is if I make a tribute shirt for Luke, right? Let's say it costs $30. You're going to have to spend $20 on manufacturing and printing and all that shit, right? So then if somebody gives $30, I only get to give the family $10 of that instead of 30. Do you understand what I'm saying? So by doing the GoFundMe, if somebody gives $30, then the family gets the whole $30, right?
Well, I think
GoFundMe takes a
percentage of the whole thing.
Yeah, they take a small.
So like I've never even done a GoFundMe, so like I'm logging into this thing like I had to put my name and I'm like I've never even done a GoFundMe. I'm like I don't know what I'm doing. I didn't even start it, and I'm in it trying to change it, making sure I'm doing things right. I don't even know what I'm doing.
It's intense too because you have to make sure you know, they ask you like, where's the money going? Who's the beneficiary? Like all these things. And you have to make sure you fulfill it all properly. And then the
I
other
got an
person,
email from them last night saying, who was I? Why was it paused? Where's the money going? Why is the money going into this account? Who am I in regards to this person? I'm like,
yeah. And it's even tougher. It's even tougher when you're not a next of kin. They're like, because they're like, well, if you're not related, why are you raising money for it? And then you got to prove that the money's going to the family. And it's like, yeah, because with Luke, I don't know. I think we raised something like over $200,000 or somewhere around there. I don't remember exactly what the total number ended up being, but that before I could give the money, like I had to prove who the money was going to, and then they wanted to know there was a family member. It's like it's really like it was an intense process.
this past 24, the past fucking week has sucked.
So, yeah, I mean, it's gonna have to be a big effort to try and like get that momentum going again for that thing.
Yeah.
So, anyway, otherwise, are you okay?
Yeah. Just I saw that the podcast started, but I was screaming.
You've been doing a lot of screaming in the last week.
Because people just can't just let somebody fucking pass away peacefully.
But you heard, you know, we had this conversation on the phone.
Yeah.
I think part of the reason is, and it's because of who you are, but I feel like you want to fight everybody who says anything wrong, and they're just, you can't.
No, it's not. It's. I don't want to. First of all, I never said I wanted to fight.
Not
Shawn.
fight, not physically.
We can retract that before I get arrested, before I even fucking get into his face.
I meant figuratively. I didn't mean it physically.
The only people that are upsetting me, I don't care about fans and what fucking trolls say, but people that are within the industry that are highly respected go on camera opening their mouth about somebody that passed away, and somebody that passed away that's my friend or my best friend or in my circle or anybody in the industry, and they speak ill of them. I have a problem with that. It's not the people talking. It's the people that I know that are in the industry that call themselves pros and professionals that I have a direct issue with, not the random people putting out stupid videos. I don't care about that.
Yeah.
I care about people that say they know Shawn, was friends with Shawn, and then degrade him online. Those people I have a problem with.
Did you see Shawn Ray's apology?
That was bullshit.
Bullshit.
That was like the most horrible apology I ever watched in my entire life.
He did it with his fucking loser sunglasses on that looks like he bought from Dairy.
He did it outside of a fucking gym
In a parking lot with trains and shit going by. And then he tried to say, oh, you know, we're all hurting. Really? Because I'm pretty sure you posted, if your butt hurt, wait in line. I'll be back in 11 days from Hawaii regarding me on his fucking page. He's not sorry. He just doesn't want me to approach him and get in his face and tell him what I really think of him. So he's going after everybody's trying to.
He lied so much within that apology.
It was disgusting.
I don't think
he was better off not apologizing, honestly.
Yeah.
I don't think he's worried about just you, Guy. I think it seems like somebody may have.
Oh, he's worried about a lot of people.
Somebody may have asked him to make that because I think he's on the verge of like losing a job or something. So it looks like somebody made him say that shit. So I don't know.
And I actually have a video of him from when Shawn guest posed in Pittsburgh saying, I have it on my file, I'll show it if you want, saying that Shawn Rhoden looked high as fuck on stage when he was posing.
I remember, you know what? I remember that guest posing, and I remember, you know, Shawn was out of shape and everything.
He's fat.
And I remember Shawn Ray going, he didn't give him an inch.
Nope. Shawn got torn an asshole for that guest post.
But Shawn Ray was the like led the pack in the.
I put out like a 5-minute video regarding that.
Yeah.
Defending Shawn again.
I mean, okay, granted, you know, somebody shows up out of shape and a guest posing, but as another professional, this is what we talk about all the time. It's like, as a pro, knowing how that pro's life is, it's your job to kind of defend him and make him look better, not worse.
Yeah.
Shawn Ray always.
But my thing is, even so, if he showed up as fat as he is, like maybe that's how he handles his off season. If he shows up on stage day like a champion, who cares? Well, I think, yeah, anyway. Like I know they say he's going to be representative of the sport. I get it. But as far as I know, Shawn was, when he's on off season, he's an off season. Like that's it.
Yeah.
But when he shows up on stage, it's a whole different story. So it's like, why? Who cares?
Yeah. Yeah.
Type in Shawn Ray guest posing and see how he looks.
Oh, I know. There's the one. There's the one really, really bad one where he's like just like a butterball. We should do that actually. Let's take a look.
He had one too many pieces of cheesecake.
Roman just went like this.
Oh my God. Look at this fucking.
Roman loves this shit.
This is Roman's fault, not mine.
That's
Look at that.
worse. That's worse than Shawn. You blubber.
Wait, no, that's not. Is that real?
That's real, dude.
Yes, that's real.
You've never seen these photos?
What year was that?
It says
1960 fat.
no. No, I don't know what year it was, but all I know is if you've done this, then you shouldn't be like I had a guest posing once where I looked like this. Okay. I would never say anything about this because I've been here.
That's fat, man.
Well, I'll tell you, but wait, can I defend myself for a second? so just so we know, I wasn't a super fat.
Fat man.
Okay, wait. So listen, so I went there in like decent shape, but it was in the Caribbean and it was like 120 degrees. And we get there.
You can make an excuse why he gorged on something.
No, I didn't gorge. I didn't even gorge. This is the problem. So I get there. And I'm like, I got to go to the grocery store. They didn't really have like a normal grocery store in Freeport. It was like this convenience store with
It was like a mini mart.
Yeah, but the chicken looked gross, and I'm like, I'm not fucking buying this shit, right? And like, so I try to like make do with some decent food, but then we had to go to the beach. We're on the beach all day in the sun, and I'm not eating any food, and I'm dehydrated. So like,
You should be peeled.
no, it was worse because I was a little bit fat, right? So, like, if you're like a little bit fat and then you're flat at the same time, you look even worse.
Yeah.
That's what happened. So I was like, not only was I a little fat, but all of a sudden the muscle was so flat that I just looked like a blob of shit.
Who looked worse, you or Shawn Ray?
No, Shawn Ray looked worse. Shawn Ray looked worse for sure. But
You got pictures? Let's see.
thank God there's not one photo. There's not one
I
photo.
need proof.
Really? So if I type in like Fouad fat,
You won't find it. You're not going to find it. No, but
he paid a lot of money to get those pictures down, Roman.
listen, the funniest thing is, I don't know if it's because they don't get a lot of pros down there, but that was the loudest crowd I've ever guest posed in front of. They were literally on their feet from the fucking time I walked out to the time I walked off. And I was like,
Yeah.
yeah, I swear to God.
Was it like full of blind people?
No, but maybe my music was really good or something. I don't know, but they were just dancing and fucking cheering. And I'm like, what the fuck are these people cheering about? I look horrible.
I wonder to see, now I'm starting to think if you looked as bad as you think because you're so hard on yourself.
No, I did, dude. I did. I think it's just because like they don't get a lot of pros maybe down there or something. I don't know. But yeah, it was bad, but not this bad. This is another level.
It looks like he never worked out.
Yeah, this is like, yeah.
But my point is, like, if you look like that at some point, why would you bash a guy from doing the same thing that you've done once?
That's what I was saying. It's like, it's okay if that's happened to you. I mean, it's happened to a lot of people, but just don't shit on anybody else.
Yeah, I've been putting out a lot of fires, man. It's been a really rough fucking week and a half. Really rough.
Yeah. What else is going on? Did you get your furnace fixed?
No, they're coming. I had a guy here last night. I got my heaters going. I got space heaters. They figured out the problem. The guy said he was hoping that he could get the part and have it installed today or tomorrow. I ordered $600 in parts. Nothing I ordered was the right part.
Yeah, does that mean they have to? Do you still have to pay for it, or do they have to pay for it because they told you to order the parts?
No, I can order as long as you don't physically. So when it comes to like electrical parts like that, the bag has like a certain seal. If that seal's open, you're married to it. I didn't open the parts yet, so I can send those back.
Well, if it makes you feel better, my washing machine broke.
How'd that happen?
How?
I don't know. It just stopped spinning. It won't spin. You know, when like after it's done washing the clothes and then it has to like drain the water and spin.
Yeah, I didn't do it.
It won't drain the water and it won't spin. So I have to
You
manually.
get a new one?
Well, I got a repair guy coming on Friday. I didn't want to spend the money for a new one.
Something's something's clogged or within the cylinder. Something. You know that cylinder? You can take that out.
I unclogged it. So I drained the water and then I unclogged the filter. The filter was clean. And then I put everything back together and it ran. And then I'm like, okay, it works. And then it happened again. And the second time I tried it, it didn't work. So I'm like, I'm just gonna get a fucking repair guy over here.
Yeah.
But new ones are like fucking $1,500. I'm like, I'll spend $1,500. I'm like, fucking
For one?
Just for the washer, yeah.
I got my washer, my dryer were about, I think like $700-800 each.
Yeah, but you're talking American. So $800 American is like $1,200 or $1,100 Canadian.
Oh yeah, that's why you filled up your car for like $3,000.
Did you see that shit?
Yeah.
Bro, that was wild.
Did you see
I had to think like, where the fuck is? And I'm like, oh, that's liters.
It's Canadian dollar, yeah, and it's liters, yeah.
And it's liters. I was like, Jesus Christ.
But that's still the most I've ever. So
how much would that be in gas, like American dollars?
Well, it was 105 liters divided by 4, so it'd be like 30. I don't know, 25 to 30 liters or 25 to 30 gallons.
But how much per gallon was it?
Well, it was $4. It was a dollar. It was $1.60 per liter. So times 4 would be what the fuck am I? Can't even do the math. $6. $6.40. Be $6.40.
Over here, it's $7.20 per gallon in the US dollars.
So it's I paid $3.49 a gallon US dollars the other day.
Yeah.
That's better than what I'm paying. Fuck, man.
Yeah.
I paid $1.60, but I got to put premium in that truck. And you put regular probably in your Rebel.
I put regular in my truck. I put premium in my BMW.
Premium in your BMW. Yeah. No, for those people who don't know my story, I was filling up my TRX and I'm like, okay, let's see how much it is. And it just kept going. And I'm like, what the fuck? I'm like,
how many gallon tank is it?
Oh, I don't know, but
26 gallon.
It's got to be like a 30-gallon tank or something. I don't know, because
yeah,
it was almost empty when I filled it up. So, anyways, still that's fucking crazy because my F-250, I mean, gas has gone up since then, but I used to fill it up for like $120. And then people are like, oh, I spend that too. I'm like, yeah, but the fucking TRX is like,
it's 8 miles a gallon.
Yeah. It's like, I'm gonna burn through that gas in like 4 days. 3 days it'll be gone. So anyway, I'm gonna sell it. Fuck it. I'm gonna sell it and buy a Rebel.
Didn't you just get it?
I don't want to.
He's being an asshole.
No, like I
have no. He said that and got quiet because he has the nicer version of the truck that I have. So he paused. He purposely paused for a dickhead moment, and that was it.
That's not why. I'm actually considering selling it. I'm like, I don't spend $200 on gas every time I fucking go around the corner.
How much you want for it?
140 Canadian.
It's such a fucking scumbag.
What? That's what they're going for right now.
I've called dealerships. I've heard anywhere from 90 to 120 is the range that I got.
Yeah, American. So think about it. 120 American is like 140, 150 Canadian.
Okay, I'll give you American.
Okay, fine. Give me 120 American.
No, I'll give you 90 American.
90. What else? What's going on with you guys? Roman, what's going on, man? You haven't been around in a while. What's new? How's your marriage?
Oh, good. I have a washing machine story. So what's the my wife's sister? How's her relation to me?
It's your sister. Your sister-in-law.
Sister-in-law. Okay.
What do you call her?
Schwägerin.
Well, it's German. It's different.
I just wanted to know if there was like another name besides sister-in-law.
No. So sister-in-law, and she has 2 kids, and the old one, the daughter, she got sick from spaghetti bolognese. You know, with
bolognese.
Bolognese. Okay, bolognese.
She got sick from the bolognese.
He said bolognese. It's not that far off. Anyways.
Okay, bolognese. And so she threw up all over her bed sheets and everything when she was sleeping. And then my sister-in-law just put the whole thing into the washing machine.
Ew.
Everything.
Without like cleaning it all first.
Everything into the washing machine. And all of a sudden the washing machine starts to, overflow.
Yeah.
Because all the ground meat, was clogging up the filters. And the whole apartment where the washing machine, everything is flooded with water and
bolognese.
That's fucking disgusting.
Why doesn't your sister-in-law know to clean off all the puke before putting it into the fucking washer?
You know what?
So is your washer, bro?
She's
What happened?
Yeah, it was. I don't know if it's broke. I think that they were able to clean it out or something like that.
I
she's
would
one
want
of
to get a
Roman.
new one. That just sounds
She's one of the
gross.
people that
Yeah.
will eat like off a plate. And then like instead of taking the plate with like the residual food on it and like dumping it into the garbage, they'll just take the plate and throw it into the dishwasher.
Oh, I fucking hate that.
Can't do that.
I
That's a
hate
no.
that. I always
That's
have
the
to
same
rinse.
thing.
I have to rinse all my dishes before they
Yeah,
go in.
I take I fucking get everything, run it under the water, then put it in the dishwasher.
Nick, you throw it right in the dishwasher, don't you?
Yes.
I knew
Do you
it.
think? Do you
Yeah, but
really
Nick also eats and licks everything off his plate.
That's
That's
also
what
true.
I'm
Yes.
doing. Yeah.
But even if I've cleaned my plate, I still have to rinse it because the dishwasher starts to stink like shit.
That's why you run it every day.
No, I know. But like if you put the dishes in there and you haven't rinsed them, let's say you're loading the dishwasher, but it's not full yet. So you haven't run it, right? And it's got half the thing is full with dishes.
Yeah, it gets musty sometimes.
Yeah. If you haven't cleaned the dishes before you put them in there, then
Yeah.
the dishwasher smells like someone threw up in it.
It does smell. It gets a little rancid.
Yeah.
I'll agree.
Anyway, what else is going on? How's your marriage? Good? Roman?
Great.
Oh yeah, good.
Any fights? Have you got a fight with your wife yet?
Here and there, some a little bit, but it's not.
Once
It's
in a
never
while.
bad, you know.
What's a
Never
fight?
bad.
What's a fight look like in the Fritz house?
I don't even know. She always makes sure that we have sex every day, no matter what's going on. She makes sure that we
Even
don't
after
go a
the
day
fight?
without sex.
Where did you find this unicorn?
Yeah. Oh yeah, Roman. I feel so bad. for you. Like, you know what? Can we just kick him off the podcast now? Listen to what my wife has me do. My wife's fucked up for some weird fucking reason. She wants to fuck me every day, and I can't fucking understand it. But there's a problem going on here. Roman, what the fuck is wrong?
Okay,
with
can
you?
I ask you a question? She has to fuck you every day, right? Does she wait until
He just walked.
he got flustered? Yeah. Does she wait until you're not fighting, or does it matter? Like, let's say it's the end of the night and you're fighting, but you haven't had sex yet. She's gonna make sure she gets it in before bed.
Yes.
Really? So is she mad when she's fucking you, or is it like,
That's good stuff right there.
yeah?
I like angry
This
sex.
this is not a joke, okay? This is not a joke. I actually got punched in the face with a fist
During sex?
quite often.
During
Since I
sex?
met her.
During sex?
Yes.
I don't know if I like all that.
Wait a minute. That's interesting.
I'm
So-
not getting punched.
So okay, 1 second. You guys are fighting. She's has to fuck you, so you start fucking, but she's still mad.
So
So she punch.
She sits on top of me.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
you're fucking her and she like
Yeah.
She just randomly hits me,
Do you like it?
and I'm like, what the? Yes.
Yes.
Nah, I'm not with that one.
I love it, Roman. You're fucked up,
Can you
man.
imagine getting your butthole licked and punched in the face all at the same time?
She
How would
doesn't
she-
do that.
You can't do that. How would
I
you do
would
that?
want that, and she doesn't do that.
Yeah.
You can't
What
do
would you
that,
say?
guy. How would you do
Huh?
that? You can't do that. How would you do it?
Just
She
like-
can like
like
eat
my
my
wife-
butt and, like,
No, because
throw
if
it up.
she's no, because she's not gonna reach. If he's bent over and she's looking at his butt, how is she gonna punch him in the face?
Well, maybe she goes under and gives me an uppercut to the jaw.
Oh,
Yeah.
like this one.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
like boom, you know what I mean? Boom.
like the old fucking all you can, the Mortal Kombat.
Yeah.
All you can.
Unless
That's Street Fighter.
if he's laying on his back with his heels up and she's licking your butt, then she can just punch over.
Yeah,
You know
she
your
can
little-
just sock me right in the nose.
You know
That's
your
right.
boy little Luke with the what's his name, the character, the cartoon guy.
Oh, Luke Whitehouse. Whitehouse.
You know Luke Whitehouse is gonna have a real fucking
Oh, if he makes that one.
party
yeah.
with this one.
So, okay, I have more questions. So
Sex related, FYI.
she likes it. You like it when she punches you in the face. After she punches you in the face, do you punch her back?
Nah, so,
You You twist
I don't wanna-
twist a nipple.
The fact that it's not a direct no right away is blowing my
You
mind.
give her a
Probably-
little
you probably. I was
I
gonna
don't.
say.
I don't use my fist.
You slap her.
Oh, you slap her
Yeah.
Oh.
in the face.
Yeah.
Oh,
I
yeah,
like-
Nick, I had 2 girlfriends that like to get fucking.
I like a good
do it.
smack. I like a good smack. That's
I'll
fine.
smack. I can't do it in the face. I
Oh
can't
no
do
no
it.
no! I'm talking in the face.
No,
Yeah,
I like.
I know I can't.
I like getting
Oh,
smacked.
bro.
I like getting a smack or giving a smack.
Wait, you like getting smacked in the face?
It depends. Yeah, if it's like
You
one of
are
those,
fucking a weird human.
Well, you know what? I've never been
I
slapped
could-
in the
I
face
could
during
take-
sex, so I can't say no.
I could take or give a smack during sex. I'm okay
So,
with
here,
that.
ready? The first time I got smacked, I can't say who it was with. But she had asked me to smack her in the face on multiple occasions. And I was like, I can't do it. I can't. We were at a hotel one night because we were traveling somewhere. And she was on top of me. But prior to that, I was on top of her and she asked me to smack her in the face. And I just, like, at that point, I just hadn't had it in me yet to smack a chick in the face. She got on top of me and fucking was riding me. And she wound up like she was throwing a fucking heater and fucking smacked me so hard, but caught me like in the ear too, where my ear was like ringing for 2 days. So after that's all it took. And then I grabbed her, threw her on the bed, got on top of her, wound up, and just boom, right across her face. Because I'd had enough at that point.
I'm not.
You hit her
like-
that hard?
Yeah.
I like that. And then afterwards, she goes, "That's the shit that I want." She goes, "Just don't do it as hard because you almost broke my jaw."
Yeah.
And I'm like,
That is a freaky bitch. That takes all my not shit to the next level.
I'm all for a smack as long, but not like an all out, all fucking force smack.
"What do you want? This
No.
bad
There's-
Fouad?"
Okay.
Nah,
there's-
Fouad likes a nice
yeah,
little
like a
hint.
good. Yeah, I want to feel it, but I don't want to be like
But
my
what,
earring.
what does that do for you?
It makes
Yeah,
me
does it
go-
make your dick like extra hard?
makes me go harder? Yeah. Okay. I'm like, okay. I'm like, so we're fighting now. Like, let's
Hold
do
on,
it.
this might be the plumber, so I'm answering every call. I don't know. So you guys
Okay,
or
well,
the HVAC
mute
guy.
your thing,
Hello?
Roman. So, what was I going to ask you? Oh, you said you don't like your butt licked.
That's
No.
insane, bro.
Have you tried it?
No.
You haven't tried it.
You need to try it. You'll never go back.
How old are you?
I always say 30. I stopped counting.
Okay. Why haven't you tried it?
Let her girl lick your butt.
Do it.
No, bad dude. I have so bad hemorrhoids. I don't
Oh
even.
my God.
Guy came back at the wrong time for that combo.
Fucking just
You have
snot
hemorrhoids right now?
fucking snotted on myself.
Huh?
You have them right now?
Yeah.
Roman, let me tell you
They're
something.
supposed to go away.
Yeah, but every time I deadlift, they
Why
Come back.
why do you push your asshole out when you deadlift? Can you hold your asshole in?
Roman,
I
the
don't know.
fact that you said that, now you wear tights, and now that you deadlift, and now every time I gotta watch you deadlift, I'm
You're
gonna think of
you have
razors
hemorrhoids.
flying out of your butt.
And he wears white tights.
Yeah.
yeah, but I have
A
first
diaper?
of all, okay? No. The thing is, they're not that big, so I can push them in.
Oh
what I
my
mean?
God! I'm never shaking your hand again. Congrats.
Oh my God.
Can he be taken?
Roman,
Not with my hand. They go in by them. I can like
Oh,
you know
no.
when we should
I'm gonna
Oh,
cut this part out. I'm gonna cut this part out of the podcast.
No, you
Okay.
better.
No, you gotta leave
No,
this
you
shit in,
better
brother.
not. This is the best part
Let everybody
of
know
any
what this
podcast
set's
I've ever
up
seen.
to.
No.
Roman goes, but I can push him back in. I don't, but I can.
not with my
Don't
hand.
they hurt?
No,
They don't hurt.
They don't hurt.
not at all. It's just like
I had my buddy that had a hemorrhoid once, and we were leg pressing, and he was in, and I'm like, "What is wrong?" He goes, "Bro, I have a hemorrhoid." I go, "Really?" Because I've never had one. And he was like, "Bro," he's like, "It's the size of like a grape," and I was like,
Whoa.
like out of your butt. He's like, "Yeah." He goes, "I can't even sit down." He was like, "I'm like, I was trying to fathom like what it looked like," and I was like, "So you have a bulge coming out of your butthole, and it hurts when you sit?"
But
He was
yeah,
like, "I have
man.
no idea." And I was like, okay, I can only imagine what that's like.
Nick, have you had one?
No, but my mom has them all the time, and she blames me for them
Oh, why?
Hi.
because I piss her off so much.
Listen, if you got hemorrhoids for getting pissed, I would be one giant hemorrhoid.
Yeah, you just.
She's like, you stressed me out so much, you gave me hemorrhoids.
Oh my god.
Well, no, she said she got them from when she was pregnant with me from pushing like real hard.
Well, that's what usually you get a hemorrhoid from, like struggling to like poop.
That being said, I'm shocked I never got one with all the heavy weight I was lift.
Well, now I understand.
Apparently, you're
why-
not lifting hard enough because Roman's letting them fucking fly like Tic Tac.
But now I know why. But now I know why. Now I know why Roman doesn't get his butt licked though. So now it makes sense. I wouldn't want anybody touching my butt if I had hemorrhoids either.
No, but don't they say like saliva heals wounds?
Yeah, but I don't think you want to be like, "Hey, wifey, can
Yeah.
you heal my asshole with your tongue?"
Hey,
We
Wait,
talked
babe, I
about
got a
this
hemorrhoid
actually.
with my
We
asshole.
talked about this.
you can lick a grape, you can lick a hemorrhoid.
Oh, what the fuck?
She's always like, man, you gotta get them fixed. You gotta get surgery or something like that.
See,
And
I'm
she's-
weird. If I actually went down on a girl and like saw a hemorrhoid sticking out, I don't know if I can mentally ever get over that.
Yeah.
Could you imagine like you about to lick?
No,
my
that's
hole
actually
and
I don't want to
hemorrhoid
because
poking?
I don't think I'd be. I think if I saw that, I'd be like, this relationship's gonna have to be cut short.
I don't know if
But
I'd have
like,
to.
did you want to warn me about this?
Wait a
Hey, if
minute.
I had no warning about it,
Wait a minute. If you
That's
saw,
disrespectful.
if you were down on you like this girl a lot, and you know you've been single for a while, and the fucking girl's got a hemorrhoid, and you're like, I don't want to be with you anymore.
no. If she had like a little bundle of fun in her butt and like all these little hemorrhoids sticking out, and she didn't be like, hey, you might want to fucking the caution tape.
Maybe
starts.
she didn't. Maybe she didn't know you're gonna lick her asshole. Maybe she just thought you're gonna eat her box.
If a girl gets naked, she's got to be prepared for all to come.
No, wait a minute. If
It's
I'm
I agree with
together,
Guy.
man.
There's no justifying this.
wait a minute. If I'm a chick, and I got a hemorrhoid, and you're like,
Yeah.
I'm gonna fucking go down on you. Okay, so you go down. I'm like, okay, he's gonna eat my box. I'm not
Yeah,
like,
but
I'm not gonna be like, but wait a minute. I'm not gonna be like, wait a minute,
Yeah,
guy.
but the box
I
is
got a
really
hemorrhoid.
close to the asshole, man.
But you never ate a girl out and like pushed her legs up to where like her butt's kind of in the air.
Not like
Yeah, because
not
I'm
on the
always
not on
licking
the-
the butt.
I don't need to see like
Okay, wait. If
staring
it's-
at me.
is this a
What
is
the
this a
fuck is?
is this a
Oh,
girlfriend? Is this a girlfriend or a one night stand?
It was a one night stand. I might not even be able.
Well, okay. How long were you dating the chick?
Just 1 second. I'm trying to figure this out. If it was is it a one night stand? Because if it's a one night stand, you're probably gonna eat her butt, but she's also probably not gonna tell you anything.
No, if it's a one night stand. I'm not doing anything. I'm out if I see that. There's a 0 night stand.
As
How's
soon
that?
as the hemorrhoid comes out, we're out. Fuck this.
We're out.
So you're not
Hemorrhoid-
gonna
I'm out.
so you're not gonna ignore it and go for the rest. You're just gonna leave.
I'm out.
I don't
Have you
believe. I
ever
don't
seen a hemorrhoid, Fouad?
no.
It's
Not on-
pretty gross. My dick probably wouldn't get hard.
Well, I don't believe you guys. If you're
What does it look like?
I mean, I've seen pictures on Google. It just looks like a large.
Well, could you imagine you're in the heat of the moment, ready to fucking put in some work on this girl, and you see this disgusting. red
He's looking.
hemorrhoid
Look, he's gonna look
coming
up what
out of her
hemorrhoids look
butthole.
like. I already
My
see
dick's
it in
gonna
his
go.
eyes. Hemorrhoids are coming right up.
I'm gonna be like, like I gotta go.
Okay.
For those that skipped fucking anal class in high school,
And it bleeds, by the way.
These are all just cartoons.
Yeah, no, these.
look at the guy. Is
this
that guy
is
grabbing his butt? Look at the guy grabbing his butt with the red hand.
This guy. This is Roman.
This isn't doing
Roman's
justice.
pushing it back in before deadlifts. Roman's about to deadlift. He's like, push it back in.
Yeah, right.
Okay. I don't know what the fuck to look for.
What's that? Yeah, right
It's just-
there. That right there.
Oh wait, I just
No.
saw it. No, I just saw it. 1 sec. Where did it
The
go?
one next to that, the other one.
This one.
Yep.
So it just looks like a balloon knot with like a little pimple on it. Right? So it's like your balloon knot and then like a little pimple. It's not that bad. So like if you're with like a dime, like a 10 out of 10 girl and she's awesome and everything, and you see
I
this-
don't know. Go below. Go below. Go below.
Okay, well, not this. This is different.
I'm out. I'm out.
Yeah, this is different. Like if you saw this, you're like, I got this is so gross. I don't
It
want
looks like she's giving it looks like someone's
Oh.
giving birth to fucking rabbits.
what the
Like-
fuck, man?
Like baby gerbils. I can't.
You're a disgusting guy. I can't fucking
That's
look at this shit.
gross.
Okay, so I guess it depends on the severity of the hemorrhoids. And then I would agree with you guys.
If you got a cluster of fun down there, I want nothing to do
Yeah,
with
I'm
it.
probably gonna fucking be. Yeah, but I think at that point somebody would tell you. Like a girl wouldn't tell you. She'd just be like, I don't want you to go down there.
Yeah, but then I would
Right?
think she smells. Do you think a girl would be like, I have hemorrhoids? Or I think a girl would be like, it's the time of the month.
I think if you're trying to be slick, you just be like, I want to go down. The girl might want to go down on you. That way she saves you you don't have to go down there. She saves herself the trouble.
Yeah, so like you could get away with having a hemorrhoid again on a bull job because my Nick's ass is a different story, but I've never had my legs up where my asshole's showing, so I'm good.
Yeah.
Would you take the chance?
What?
So let's say a girl wanted to go down on you and you had hemorrhoids. Would you let her?
I've never had them.
Let's say you did, like that cluster bomb that we just saw.
No.
You'd be like, no, what are you going to say to her then? If she's like, I want to go down on you, you're going to be like, no, I don't like blowjobs.
I would make up the most outlandish thing possible.
Like,
I would be, I would say I cut myself shaving. I got to wait for it to heal.
what?
I'd be like, I cut my shaft in the shower, shaving.
So she's going to be like, then we can't fuck either?
Yeah, yeah, you got to wait a week.
Uh,
There's no way
I wouldn't do that because then you can't fuck her either. Then you got to do nothing. That's a horrible excuse.
Bro, if I had that cluster in my ass, I wouldn't be concerned about vagina at all. I'd be so nervous as to what that fucking thing was going to do in my butt.
I would still do it.
Roman, are yours clustered or you just got like one little...
Don't ask him that. Can we not talk?
One little peeping Tom.
Oh God.
It's not like a okay. That is just honestly okay. Here's the thing. I have a little one. Yeah. I have a little one. Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
We heard that.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I was trying to make a joke, and then it kind of now this is involved into this one.
Oh yeah. Now you're fucked. Now the whole
Yes.
I'm in actual tears.
all of us have a thing.
Me too.
All of us have a thing from the podcast, and now this is yours.
Yeah.
Fouad, I can't. Roman, you got every time you talk, I told Fouad, before you tell a story, you go like this. So I have a story about this. You go like this. Yeah. And then you just went, well, I don't have this.
Yeah.
This.
Okay. Yeah.
Well, guys, welcome to the podcast.
Yeah. I don't think I would ignore, just before we carry on, I don't think I would ignore my life if I had that problem. I would just make excuses to not let anybody go near it.
Or would you just go to the doctor?
No, I mean, if the doctor was like, look, it's going to take 2 weeks. I'm not going to not have sex for 2 weeks. I'd just be like, I'm not going to let someone go down there.
Yeah.
They go, actually, they go away after some, actually 1 or 2 weeks.
Yeah, they're supposed, but if they don't, you can get them surgically removed.
Yeah.
Or I heard you can get them
drained, aspirated,
what's the word?
Aspirated.
No, when you burn something.
Cauterized.
Yes.
Okay, let's not talk about hemorrhoids anymore. Let's answer some questions. How's that?
Yeah, no hemorrhoid question.
No hemorrhoid question.
Roman, did you just work out already?
Huh?
You just work out?
No.
Oh.
Why?
Let's to make sure hemorrhoids are right.
For the next podcast, guys, just post give all the hemorrhoid questions on the Q&A.
Okay. I'll let them know. If you had to decide on one thing, what was the most useful thing you've ever learned from one of your coaches?
Useful.
Nick, you want to answer first? You've had.
Wait, say it again.
If you had to pick one thing, what was the most useful thing you've learned from one of your coaches?
I already said it last time.
What's that?
The worst advice.
No, the best, Roman, the best.
No. It's linked together. The worst advice is take 100 units of insulin.
That is the worst advice.
Yeah, and the best is you don't have to take 100 units of insulin.
Yeah, that's also very useful. Yes. Anything, Nick?
I got one.
Go ahead, guy.
Go first.
While Nick is thinking, go ahead. Guy.
I think everybody on here is very like me, like used to train very, very heavy with heavy weight.
Yeah.
And I learned from working with Charles and especially John that weight is irrelevant because you can make any weight extremely hard to do if done differently.
100%.
Whereas, like I would do, like sometimes I would do 170 pound dumbbells and just crank them out. And then I was taught, like, if you do it this way, control it slow, it works the muscle differently. So you don't have
We
to
just
do.
kind of talked about this.
Yeah. So it's
funny,
like, you
but-
don't weight is irrelevant in the gym. Like I've always been like, you got to train heavy, you got to train harder, but you really can make a weight. You can make 225 feel like 405 if you do it a different way and do it, you know, with a different tempo and grow from that rather than just throwing around heavy weight. So the bigger thing I learned is that weight is irrelevant in the gym if it's done correctly.
Before you logged on, that's the conversation we were having.
Well, because it's true. I used to bench 405 on incline for like 10 to 12 reps, and I had no chest. And I lowered the weight and really just focused on the muscle when it grew.
Yep.
Well,
Yeah,
we
if
were
you
talking.
watch- yeah.
We were talking about, before you got on, Guy, we were talking about Ronnie and Branch, and like I kind of train with a little bit faster pace too. Not paces in like reps and rest periods, but like my actual rep cadence, like when I'm training. How much rice? Holy fucking, is that like 600
What are you
grams?
eating, bro?
Rice and chicken.
You mute us, motherfucker?
Yeah, because he's gonna sound like he's digging into a fucking.
Yeah,
like,
because I didn't want this.
No, that's okay that you muted us, but what are you eating?
This is chicken and rice that's 187 grams of carbs,
Holy shit.
and that's 70 grams of protein.
187 grams of carbs from rice.
Roman, do you use any fats?
No,
Yes.
he wants to have diabetes.
No, I do whole eggs. The last meal has 3 whole eggs and red meat.
He doesn't do any added fat though. He doesn't add.
No,
like
no,
any-
we added fats 3 weeks ago,
Oh, you
and
did.
it's avocado with 2 meals. I think
How's that treating you? You like it or no? You don't like it, do you?
it's not like I eat it. You know what I mean?
How much, but if it's not a lot of avocado, it won't bother you. It just depends how much avocado it is.
No, I just it doesn't bother me. I just eat it. You know,
So
it
187.
actually tastes.
What are you massaging into your chicken?
Wait a second. 187 grams of carbs from rice. So 85 grams of carbs from rice is like 300 grams. So there's like 600 fucking grams of rice there.
Yeah, it's
What?
raw weight 250.
Holy fuck. I fucking eat raw. I eat cooked weight 250. Fucking rice. Holy shit. Okay. Anyway, yeah, we were talking about that before you got on, Guy, about
Mustard.
what kind of mustard? Is it
Right.
regular mustard or is it like a spicy mustard?
Spicy.
Yeah, it looks like a Dijon or something.
Roman, you need to try the mutant sauce.
Do they send it to Germany though?
I don't know.
Hmm.
But it's really
Hook me
fucking
up.
good.
Great sales pitch, Nick.
Hook me up.
It's good. What do you mean? You like it, guy?
I loved it, but he was like, "Do you ship to Germany?" Oh,
I've never.
What's your code?
It's across the world, man. Mutant.
It's called the mutant sauce.
And the code is mutant.
Make sure you use Nick's code, mutant.
You have
Yeah.
the website. The website.
Roman, I bet you.
Yeah. Flavor Gang.
Roman, I bet you-
Flavorgang.com.
Yeah.
Flavorgang.com. Use code mutant. There you go.
Roman, if you you should do a sale this week, Roman, and use promo code hemorrhoid for 20% off.
No, would you stop attaching the hemorrhoid thing to him?
No, but he would get sales. That's a good promo code. People would love just to type it in.
Okay, back to the thing. One thing I learned from John, actually, from most useful thing I learned from John, is that you don't have to freak out because you're prepping and all of a sudden change your whole life. Like whatever I'm doing, like, but he would say to me, like, people would be in the off season, and then all of a sudden, like one day they would start dieting and be like, oh my God, I'm dieting. I have to like change everything. I have to like change the way I'm training. I have to change my diet. I have to change.
Oh no, I don't do that.
But that's what a lot of people do, right? So John's like, look, whatever you were eating in the off season, you know, because your off season should be pretty clean, mostly. Like whatever you're eating in the off season, however you're training, you're going to make very, very small changes. Like maybe you're going to eliminate some of the junk food. Maybe you're going to add in a little bit of cardio. He's like, but you're just going to eat and train. It's not like any different. So like, because for me, for example, when I would start dieting, I would all of a sudden like flip a switch and add all this pressure. And John's what taught me, he's like, there's no pressure, man. He's like, you're still just training and eating just like you were all year. He's like, we're just going to clean things up a little bit. So I guess the main thing John taught me was just take the pressure off. Like you don't have to like add all this pressure just because you're trying to lose weight. It's still the same thing you did all year long. So
yeah, it's very true.
Nick, anything? Any valuable tips that Matt may have taught you or anybody else that you've
There's a lot of valuable tips Matt would give me.
But anything kind of like an overarching theme that you could like pass on?
Well, honestly, I'll use one that he gave me this year actually, because this year was a little rough pressure wise for me. So he basically just said, you know, control what you can control, and that's it.
Yeah. And
as little as that is, it you really think about it, that advice can go a very long way.
But that's very, very big, because that's one of the things people tell me when they're like nervous about a show or like when the pressure gets big. That's actually very true, because what I tell people is when the pressure gets worse, that's when you need to prepare better, because the more prepared you are, the less pressure you have.
Yeah.
Right. Like the more like you, for example, like the more posing you did, and the more like when it came time for the stage, your posing was the best. Like you were the most stoic on stage. You weren't shaking, you weren't out of breath. You weren't. So like that kind of preparation probably took.
Oh, we practiced posing like it was like.
But that's what I'm saying. So instead of having that pressure of like, oh, am I going to be able to hold my poses? Like that's one thing you kind of get rid of, because you knew you're going to be able to hold your poses because you did so much.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's a valuable one. Would you rather have to take a pre-workout every time right before you go to bed, or sleeping pill every time you train?
Oh fuck!
Pre-workout.
Sleeping pill before I train.
Sleeping pill. I can get through that shit.
Sleeping pill too.
I take pre-workout.
If you could train after you smoke, you could train after a sleeping pill.
I want to be able to fucking sleep. I could. Roman, you would take a pre-workout before bed? I would be up.
Because after a while you would just get accustomed to it.
No way, bro.
No, like my pre-workout, not just
exactly.
No, like I'll still like, no, I'll be up all night, and then I'll be tired, and my workouts are going to suck the next day. But then again, if I took a sleeping pill before training, but I think sleeping pills, though, once you battle through the first half hour, it doesn't work anymore. It's almost like it doesn't make you, like if you can get through the initial hit of it.
Yeah, that's right.
I take the sleeping pill before training.
Yeah,
I'm going sleeping pill.
Okay, you changed my mind.
That was quick.
Roman, actually, before we move on, you said something about, and actually, Guy, we don't have to talk about this if you don't want to, but have you been watching any of the podcasts?
Yes.
Have you seen anything I've said about? Oh, I already know what you're going to say, I think, but have you seen anything I said about a solution like doing blood work and stuff for athletes?
So honestly, you have to clear yourself, or you have with blood work before you get your pro card every year. I don't like that idea.
Yeah.
Because let's be honest, I don't think anyone in this group right here, when it comes to liver, for example, just from training, my liver values are elevated.
Yeah.
Yeah. If I had to pass that, I would have to stop training every year for a couple of weeks so I can get my pro card.
Okay, but
so
are we going to have a real discussion for 5 minutes? Let's have a real discussion. So when I said it, I also said that the parameters would be marked based on our sport. So if our sport, like my liver enzymes, I think they've only been over 100 once in my career. They're usually always between 60 and 80, no matter how big my cycle is. Like they're usually never over 100. So like if the parameter was set at 100, then that still allows you to be on a cycle. It still allows you to train hard. It doesn't like your liver enzyme shouldn't be 200 or 250 or whatever, right? So like when the parameters are set originally, they would say, okay, well, because they take a little bit of gear, because they train, that parameter is going to be set at 60 or 80 or 100, whatever the health council decides. So I don't know. I don't think it can hurt is all I'm saying. I don't know if it's going to save everybody, but it'll make the sport healthier.
Yeah.
If they could, arrange the parameters like that,
it's just going to be really hard to do it.
I would be okay with it. But then here's the problem. If you don't agree with the FDA or whatever, who does the regulations.
Yeah, like the IFBB sets a regulation. If you don't agree with it, then what?
Yeah. If you don't agree with the general public's regulations.
Yeah.
So if you go off them or go higher than them.
Yeah.
The IFBB is still going to get
you're
legalized.
right. Then they'll look worse because they're like, well, you set their values higher. So yeah, that's a good point.
So you're okay with everyone being a little bit unhealthy. You know what I mean? It's like
but I mean, it's not that you're not saying you're okay or not okay, but I guess what you're saying is this is the limit. This is where we're like, look, this is too far. If it goes over this
is
number,
the most unhealthy you can be.
Yeah, this is too far. You've crossed the line now. It has to be. There's nothing wrong with having a limit.
I think because of this ethical dilemma, they're not going to do anything.
Well, I agree with that. I'm not saying I think they're going to do anything. I just like brainstorming the idea. It's funny because since we started talking about it, I find that some people in the comments section get upset, and I'm like, look, no one's saying I'm right, and also no one's saying that it's a perfect solution. And if anybody else has a better solution, that's the whole point. That's the whole point of having a discussion. So like, I don't think anybody should get upset at like us trying to find a solution to keep bodybuilders healthy or keep people alive. And the other thing people are saying too, sorry, Guy, before you go on, the other thing people I noticed are saying are, well, John wouldn't have been saved by it, or Shawn wouldn't have been saved by it, and I'm like, you don't know that. You don't know that because if let's just say John's blood work was, well, because he wasn't competing, right? But let's just say John's blood work was bad when he was 30 and he was competing. And this rule was implemented when he was 30. Then he's going to have clean blood work all the way through his 40s, all the way to when he's 40 and after 40. Maybe he lives longer than 49 now because his blood work has been clean for a longer period of time. So like people think of blood work in this very acute sense, like it goes up and down really fast, but it doesn't. Sometimes if your blood markers are bad, they are long lasting and they trend downward very, very slowly for years on end. So like saving somebody's blood work when they're 30, even if they retire when they're 40 and they had that 10 years where their blood work was perfect, could help them live till they're 60 instead of 50. So it's just that, listen, I don't think anybody should get upset. I'm not trying to say this is for sure the answer. I just like having a discussion just to see if there could be a better answer given. That's all.
Yeah. No,
I had a guy reach out to me on Instagram and we went back and forth and we went at it.
Yeah.
He told me, because I'm taking TRT. I'm taking 1 shot of test a week. That's it. I'm not taking anything else.
Yeah.
And he told me that I should stand up against the IFBB, promote that I'm natural, and promote bodybuilding being natural. This guy was 55-year-old, told me he was worth $10 million and sent me selfies of what he's looked like. Okay. And I go, first of all, nobody that's worth 10 million says they're worth 10 million. I go, that's number one. Number two, this guy played hockey. I go, your decision to play hockey at a fast pace and possibly get your back broken or your neck broke, I go, is a risk. I go, that's a risk that going into playing hockey. Bodybuilding is a risk going into taking PEDs. It's another risk. It's not my job to condone or not condone PEDs. And I said, I am not one that will ever go and bite the hand that fed me. Bodybuilding may not have paid my bills, but bodybuilding gave me a platform in order to be the person I am and have the sponsor that I am. So I'm in no position to turn around and bash people taking PEDs. What I will do is guide them in the best direction that I possibly know as an individual that I can, and guide them in the healthier way to do it. Because at the end of the day, nobody's ever going to stop taking PEDs. People that take drugs are not going to just stop taking drugs. People that smoke weed aren't just going to stop smoking weed. People that drive fast in a car aren't going to stop driving fast in a car. They're all personal decisions. We're trying to make a better solution to keep an industry alive that we know has some unhealthy sides to it. And I think life in general has unhealthy sides that we do every single day that people brush under the rug and like to put the spotlight on PEDs, which I don't find fair. I'm not going to sit here and say that PEDs are great and everybody should take juice. No, I don't think that's true either. I think it's individual. I think you have to come to terms and peace with it. And if you do, you're in the understanding that there are parts of taking PEDs that are unhealthy, and there's things that can be done to make it healthier or unhealthy, like getting blood work done, like getting checked by a doctor, like going to a cardiologist. But a lot of people don't do that. And that's the part that I disagree with. But sitting here and saying, I think the IFBB should go natural and we should all stop taking juice, I think that's insane. I mean, this guy went back. This guy was like, I'm flying to Jersey on the 27th and we're going to race. I'm like, what? You want to race because you think you're more athletic than me? It's like insane, these people.
First of all, anybody who knows anything about the NHL or the NFL or knows most of those guys are on PEDs also.
Yeah, but this guy tried to say, well, they're drug tested. It's different. That's what he said.
Their drug tests, first of all,
randomly.
Their drug tests aren't stringent. And second of all, they're like kind of notified ahead of time.
Yes.
You know what I mean? So anybody who thinks NHL players are not on, I mean, I know for facts.
I know for facts too. Yeah. I know for facts football players. This guy was throwing Hail Marys thinking somebody would catch the ball. And I'm like, you're an idiot.
Anyway, no. And also you're right. This is not about placing the blame at the IFBB. This is like, maybe my whole point of talking about it is maybe if people on a higher up level do hear what we're talking about, they're like, hey, maybe that's something we can do with that. Maybe a portion of it works. Maybe, and I'm not saying you shouldn't take juice either. I'm saying juice is, the gear is part of the sport. But if there's a healthier way to take it, then maybe that'll help people. That's all. Anyway, we don't have to go into it again for the third episode. I just want to know what Roman thought.
Yeah.
Okay.
Back to questions.
Maybe they can, instead of like, this is the last one I'm going to say.
Yeah,
maybe
Chucky,
they can provide.
Hey, Chucky, can you put the knife away? Can you put the knife away, Chucky?
Say what
maybe
you're going to.
They can provide a little bit more education.
Yeah.
Or the possibility of education for the competitors.
Yeah.
Instead of just being completely silent, just, create an online course for free.
Yeah.
Something like that.
Or maybe, well, you know what? That's not a bad idea because there's a lot of scientists, doctor people in the industry that would have information about how much hormones you took. Did you take too many hormones? Is your blood work really bad? Maybe at least if there's a course that bodybuilders have to take, let's say the IFBB doesn't say you can or can't compete. Maybe they just say you have to take this course.
Or
it's only, don't worry, Nick. It's not like a 6-month course. It's like a 3 days. It's like 2 hours.
I'm done school. I ain't going back to it.
No, but it's like, let's imagine this. It's 3 days. It's like 2 hours a day. and they're just
2
gonna,
hours.
yeah, well, they're just going to show you like, this is what blood work you should take. This is where blood work is good.
Is this
and
an
bad.
online course?
Yeah, you just do it from your house. You just go on your phone.
Or
I could do that.
Yeah,
at least provide an institution for everyone where you can go to and get your blood work done. If
See,
you
that would
want
be
to.
that would be more like something where the IFBB would have to form some sort of union, and that's not going to happen.
yeah. I think if you're asking them to put up a bunch of money, that's not going to happen. But if you say to them, hey, this one doctor in the industry is respected, can we have him teach, like Chris Tuttle, for example. Chris Tuttle's worked in
Or
hospitals.
Victor Priss put out that video too about.
But like I was just gonna say, Chris Tuttle's actually worked in hospitals, right? So if you said, hey, we're gonna let Chris Tuttle give a 2-day talk, it's 2 hours each day, and he's gonna describe what blood work you have to get, what levels are really bad and what levels are able to deal with, and how you could fix it, then that's a better solution than not doing anything. At least then people have the education to make the decision on their own.
Yeah.
Or, for example, they work with a clinic, a health clinic.
Yeah.
They can even advertise on the IFBB site.
Yeah.
Then there's a code for 20% off blood work.
Yeah.
Code is IFBB.
Yeah.
And then the athletes would probably be more likely to get their blood work done, because I know people, they don't look at it because they think it's a waste of money.
Yeah.
I've actually heard that.
But that's actually a thing that the IFBB could do, is mandate, not that we're going to let you compete or not compete, but you have to get blood work done and you have to prove that you got it done.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter how bad
if you fuck up.
Yeah, it doesn't matter how bad it is. Doesn't matter how good it is. We just want you to prove that you actually went to a doctor, got blood work done, and you've been able to see it yourself.
So my point was the last thing, you're taking it a step further. I would just say, and I know your answer, Fouad, but I went one step less and just said, if you're going to compete, you just have to show proof that you have active insurance.
Yeah, but you could have active insurance.
Agreed. I knew you were going to say. I know. I know.
I just think I like Roman's idea. The combination of prove that you got blood work done, and we have to prove that you took this 2-day course or 1-day seminar on blood work, then you can compete. That way the athlete has the blood work and has the knowledge. And then if they want to fucking go ahead and hurt themselves,
or what they could say, you could submit your blood work and they can say, listen, at this time we feel you're clear to compete, or we'll say you can compete, but we're advising you that you might want to hold off due because of how your blood work is, and make it up to the athlete to decide.
Or they give that athlete the option, like, okay, we did your blood work.
Yep.
And you took the course.
Yep.
And this is what we think about your blood work. Let's say, let's use Chris Tuttle as example again. Let's just say he says, this is what I think about your blood work. And then the athlete has the option to work with Chris on fixing it, or not work with Chris on fixing it.
And that's their option.
I think that's like, I don't know what legal liabilities lie there, but I think that's a fucking step in the right direction.
No, I agree with that.
Because then
I would be cool with that.
Yeah, because I think people that have seemed angry in the comment section are like, well, it's personal responsibility. Okay, fine. So now we're giving you back personal responsibility.
It's still it's
but
still
we're
personal,
saying,
but you just have to prove it.
Yeah, you have to have some knowledge of your own health.
Yeah,
you got to be held accountable some way.
Yeah.
It's personal responsibility, but you are forced to know the truth about yourself.
That's right.
Yeah.
Because I think one thing you said,
I'm cool with that.
I think one thing Ian said on a previous podcast, and I think Roman, you may have touched on it here, is that guys don't know because they're not going. Like guys don't, they say it's not,
they don't want to know.
They say it's not worth the money, so they're not going. So this somebody's cholesterol could be through the roof. Somebody could have inflammation through the roof, and they don't even know, and then they die of a heart attack, and no one's told them that they're on the verge of that heart attack.
Yeah.
Okay, good. I like that. That's a good. Thanks, Roman. That's what I was looking for. Roman solved the whole problem.
Roman's a fucking genius.
Roman solved the IVB problem and the hemorrhoid problem.
Leave it to the fucking German, right?
I don't know about the hemorrhoid, bro.
Yeah. Well, the solution to the hemorrhoid problem is push it back in. You're
Just
good.
push it back in.
Yeah.
Push it back in.
Yeah.
That's the whole bodybuilding mindset.
Have you ever had a girl threaten to snitch you out for your gear?
What?
Wait, I got a better question. So I have
Okay.
I have two people I want to ask for two people. I have two questions I want to ask. So one guy, I don't want to mention any names, but one guy sent me this message. It kind of upset me, so I just want to talk about it.
Okay.
So this guy sends me a message. He says he has really bad anxiety, and he says, "What do you do when you have anxiety?" And I said, "Well,
Outside.
well, no. There's a whole bunch of solutions, but he's just asking me personally." So the first thing I said was, I found that if I can talk to whoever I'm with about it when it's happening, I feel better. So he says to me, I have to find somebody to talk to. I can't talk to my girlfriend about it. I said, wait a minute. I said, so when you're out like having dinner and you have an anxiety attack, you can't talk to your girlfriend about it. He said, no, she makes fun of me and she doesn't want to hear about it. And I said, okay, well, I'm like, first of all, if that's happening, the person closest to you in your life, if you can't talk to them about your anxiety, that's not the right person
For you.
to be with.
No.
And he's like, well, he says something like, I don't know, she doesn't understand it and she's sick of me complaining about it and blah, blah. And I was like, if the person that you love the most is making you feel bad for your anxiety, then you're just going to get worse.
Yeah.
So I just want to know if basically by the end of the conversation, the kid was like, well, maybe I should leave this girl. And I was like, I don't like giving that kind of advice, but I'm like, if she doesn't make you feel good, dude, then you can't stay there.
Fouad's going to be a home wrecker. He's wrecking relationships. And then next thing you know, he's going to be a pastor marrying people.
No, but I'm like, I felt bad for the kid because I'm like, I can't imagine. Listen, Summer has always been there for me. And anytime I've had an anxiety attack, she's always been like, either let's go outside or let's go get some fresh air, or she'll just talk to me about it till I feel better. I cannot imagine the person that you're with, that you love the most, is like laughing at you when you're at your worst, having your worst moment. Like, does anybody think the advice I gave was wrong? That's what I just want to ask.
No.
Okay, so you guys are all in agreement. Like the person you're with should be the most understanding person.
Yeah, leave the
1,000%.
Leave that bitch in the dust.
Okay.
Bye, Felicia.
Okay, wait. There's one more. I gotta find this one though. There was one more person that asked me something. I can't remember exactly what she said now.
Can we talk about the video?
What video?
Video you sent us?
Oh my God. Do you want to? Is that the weirdest thing ever?
It's the weirdest, funniest, greatest, strangest, oddest, best thing I've ever seen all together.
What the fuck? Okay, wait.
Your head's stuck in what I just said. That's why you're lost.
Yeah.
That's exactly why you can't, because you know what I'm referring to, and you just can't focus anymore.
So I had a fan, but they probably want me to talk about it. That's why I don't want to talk about it.
But I want you to, because I watched that video 50 times only because I was like, is this real?
So Roman, this guy Nick sent me a message. He's a fan of the podcast.
You just said this guy Nick too.
No, I meant this guy sent me a message, and it's a video of him. He's got his girlfriend bent over
in a mirror
against a mirror, and he's banging her. And I'm like, what the fuck am I watching? It's like 10 seconds long, and he's got the camera. He's got the phone.
Shoes on. He's got his shoes on.
Got his shoes on, nothing else. And he's got the phone. You can see her back and her head. And then you see in the mirror, and he's got his hat on still. And you can see him. I could see him, and he's just giving it to her. And she's not making a peep. So I'm like, oh, that's kind of weird. I thought that was kind of strange. Like usually if like you're,
Didn't you say was that meant for me or something?
No. So I responded. I'm like, what the fuck? I'm like, why? I was like, why are you sending me this? So he goes, my girl wanted me to send it to you. And I'm like, what the fuck? I'm like, well, that's cool. I'm like, whatever, man.
Nick,
so
we thought we were freaks.
So then he changed the subject and we talked about guns or some other shit after that. But it was just like, we carried on as if like I didn't even get anything. And I'm like, you sent me a video of you fucking the shit out of your girlfriend. So I'm like, it was just really fucking, I don't know, it was really weird. But the thing I found strangest about the video.
Didn't he say thanks for the advice? And you were like, what?
Yeah. And I was like, what advice did I give on? Yeah. He said, thanks for the advice on the podcast. And I'm like,
What did you say? Whenever did we say, have your girl fuck, don't make a sound, let her keep her clothes on, wear your Nikes in your hat and film it in the mirror? What podcast was I not on?
but can somebody,
What the fuck?
I just got to ask you guys though, like if you're just go, this is the pace, right? It's like this. This is exactly what it sounds like. And this is,
Yeah,
how,
he wasn't
Yeah.
rabbit. He wasn't
it was like a good moderate, it was a moderate
Yeah.
speed, right?
like I could have sang to that.
Yeah.
It was a
And-
decent grounding pound.
so-
Tempo. Good tempo.
But so I'm watching this and
He's
I'm like,
consistent.
Stop doing Stop doing this.
I'm like, she's not making a sound. And I'm like, is that weird? Because like if I'm doing this, there's noise. Like there's
I was looking for something in the video. I watched it over and over. I was like, am I missing something? Because he was like, thanks for the advice. And I'm like, look, I'm like zooming in on in the background. I'm like, is there something? I was like, I can't pick up on what the advice was.
yeah, I don't know.
Did,
But-
did we ever talk about filming ourselves banging? Was that what
Oh,
it was?
Me and Luke have talked about that, but that was a long time ago. And I don't think we said like you should. We just talked
I
about
mean, I got a couple videos. Thanks
Was
to
it-
old, thanks
was
to
it-
old faithful right there in the corner.
So anyway, is it weird that there was no noise? That's what I want to know.
Of the girl.
Yeah. Do you ever bang and not have any noise come from the person you're with?
Yeah, if I'm going like
Maybe
this,
his dick
choking
isn't
him.
big enough.
Hmm. You didn't have enough meat to make
Yeah.
noise. I
Nick,
see.
did the girls you sleep with always make noise?
What do you mean, like out of their mouths?
Yeah, no, out of their fucking ass. I'm not talking about her farting like while you're banging her. I'm talking about, out of her mouth.
Well, yeah. I feel like I'm not doing a good job if they're not making any noise.
That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
That's my point.
Oh, the girl was dead silent?
Not a
Can we
peep.
play the all right, roll footage.
No,
I would have
no.
got I promise I would have got instant like limp dick. Like
Yeah.
that's a turn off.
You know what probably happened?
What?
He obviously
Roman,
told her.
get rid of the knife, you serial killer.
No, I like
I
it.
need some I need some sound
You're
effect.
gonna cut yourself.
No, it fits with Roman. He
But
should
he
have a
keeps
knife.
putting his hand on it. I'm freaking me out.
Roman
I need-
should have a knife.
I need sound effect. I need sound effect.
That's I agree.
Listen,
And if you're not gonna do sound effect, at least like look back at me with like some sexy face or something.
Wait, do that
Like,
again.
you're like, you know what I mean? Like,
I got a little excited when you did that.
Okay, Roman,
You
tell
know?
us what you think.
I think what happened is obviously he had to tell her that he's filming now.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
what?
He had to grab his phone and then I'm filming now. So
Yeah, but
she
if-
got a little, stage fright or something like that.
Listen, if I
No,
was
she told him to though.
okay,
Yeah,
so this is
but
where I was
still.
going. No,
Still.
Roman, if a girl asked me to send a video to somebody, I would expect. First of all, there's always noise. I would expect a fucking Emmy-winning performance.
Yeah, like extra
If
noise.
she wanted me to send it to somebody, better be getting an Oscar for the
Yeah,
fucking 30-second video.
You better pretend
there
I'm
better-
the king.
Yeah, and she better make it sound like I got the King Kong of dicks going in her. But this girl was fucking like I was like, is he raping her? Because of melt.
Did she even make like a
Nothing.
face?
Well, you can't see her face, but
Her
there's
face
nothing.
was down.
Her
and
head-
she had her clothes on.
Yeah. She had
She
her
had her
clothes on.
top on.
Yeah.
Definitely not a kit guy.
Yeah. She had her bra on and her head. There was no head movement. There was no
No.
noise. It looked very like mechanical.
Yes.
Oh,
Was it actually a real human being?
Hold on. Let me watch.
Yes. It wasn't a doll.
I'm gonna watch.
I'm gonna
Was it the wait? Was it the gas meat one or the other one?
no, I'll let's play the
That
audio.
that girl's a no-go for me.
Wait, can you wait?
Put it on the
Wait.
screen.
No.
Was it in the gas meat or was it
yeah,
in
yeah,
the?
yeah. Here, look, watch. I'll play the
not
audio.
answer me.
Oh wait, here.
Oh,
But that's all you hear. There's no like.
Brad, what chat is it in?
It sounds like a dog drinking from a bowl.
Yeah, that's all you hear. There's nothing else. Okay. Anyway, let's move on. I just thought that was funny.
So the question was, why is the girl not making any noise?
Yeah, that's kind of what baffles me. I'm like, I've never.
So if my answer, or I always get at least some kind of response.
Yeah.
And it is character dependent. You know, some girls are like crazy.
Yeah.
And then other girls are more quiet, but you always get some kind of.
Yeah. Even the quietest girl still does something.
Yeah. Okay.
Like, it's almost like they can't, if you're doing it right, they almost can't help it.
Yeah.
Exactly.
She's got her bra on.
Look, guys, listen to it. I can hear it.
They both got shoes on.
Guys, listening to it, guys. Guy, you've watched that like 40 times.
Because I'm trying to understand it.
Okay, can we move on?
No.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay, this one of the fans of the show sent me a message, and she said, "Can you guys discuss good gift ideas for all us chicks that listen?"
GuyCisternino.com.
No, you're such a whore. Like, well, you can go to NicWalker.com, you can go to RomanFritz.com, GuyCisternino.com, or Hostile.com, and buy all the gifts you want. Right? That's what we're saying.
If you want a good gift idea for a bodybuilder.
My website is themosthated.de.
Is it really the most hated?
Yeah.
Fucking Roman.
It's the shop. It's the shop where my gear is being sold.
Themosthated.de.
Mm-hmm.
Roman, you're a fucking animal.
You're a savage.
Okay, no, this is exactly what it says. Could you and the guys discuss good gift ideas, like the chili pad, for example, for all us chicks that listen? So I think she's saying like gift ideas that girls could buy their men. So I'll start. I think an Apple Watch is cool. I kind of want to buy an Apple Watch.
Well, Manscaped is not even
I
my
wanted to buy an Apple Watch too.
Manscaped, you're such a better salesperson than I am. Manscaped.
Yeah. Guys, by the way, this channel is going to be now on Guy Cisternino's YouTube channel.
No, it's not.
Just unfollow and just go subscribe to Guy Cisternino's YouTube channel.
He'll be the only one there. I would
say that Manscaped, if you want to get your guys' balls all nice and trimmed up, buy them the old Manscaper 2.0. Zing zang.
No, it's a 4.0 and use code RBP. Thank you, Guy. Make sure you use code RBP and we're all set. No, okay, well, first of all, wait a minute. The Manscaped thing is really cool because it comes with, and I'm not actually just trying to sell. It actually comes with like a whole bunch of shit and boxers,
big bag,
travel bag, and everything. So it's pretty cool. So that's actually a good gift if you're just trying to buy something small that he can use on a regular basis.
I'm going to pitch the chili pad real quick for two reasons, because I was the first one to mention it. So fuck everybody else.
No, you're right. You're right. I have it now.
And number two, believe it or not, the chili pad, my furnace went and it's getting fixed today or tomorrow. The chili pad is the only reason why I'm actually still able to sleep upstairs at night, because normally I keep my bed very cold, but because I don't have heat, I'm cranking it up to hot and I'm able to sleep in my room and not freeze my balls.
Yeah, that's what people don't know is you can turn it. Great. Yeah, but that's what people don't know is you can turn it up. So, okay, wait, just so you don't. So for people who don't know, the chili pad is for those girls who might want to get it for their guys, because guys are usually.
Here, I'll even go upstairs.
Just one sec. I'm just going to explain. Yeah. So guys usually run hot. So the chili pad is a bed sheet that goes under your bed sheet, and it's attached to like a water tank that can cool or heat the pad. So like if the guy you sleep with is hot all the time or he's cold all the time, it's a really good gift.
That's it right there.
Yeah.
I still got to order one.
Dude, you're going to love it. It's fucking great.
It's the best.
I wake up and like sweat every day.
Yeah, this thing's a lifesaver. And then what Fouad, I think, was going to say is that if you get the one that I got with the king size one, you get one for each side. So if somebody sleeps on the other side, if there's a couple and the guy runs hot and the girl runs fucking cold, the girl can turn her side up to hot. Doesn't affect your side. You can crank your side up as cold as you want, and you both can sleep equally as comfortable without bitching and moaning.
Yeah.
You know,
I do think the Apple Watch is a cool gift though.
I don't have one, and I've debated it because I have this. Everybody's always like, oh, are you married? Because I wear this thing, which is an Aura ring.
Yeah.
It's not even like, it's not a real, it just tracks things. But I like this a lot.
Okay, can I tell you
I can't wear it in the gym, but I don't think I can wear an Apple Watch in the gym either.
Okay, but wait a minute. So I for the longest time, I thought Apple Watch was stupid because I don't.
Me too.
Because I'm at home all the time. So I'm like, I always have my phone. So I'm like, why do I need an Apple Watch?
Yeah.
But there are times I notice, like when I'm cooking, if I put my phone down or if I'm at the gym and I don't have my phone on me, I have it in my bag. I like that my Fitbit, my texts come up on my Fitbit. So I thought, oh, you know what? I'll get a fucking Apple Watch. That way I can still get the texting, but also still get the fit tracker.
Okay, but
the
do you
heart-
actually wear it in the gym, Fouad?
My Fitbit? Yeah. The only time I take off my
Oh, your
Fitbit-
Apple Watch. Did you get an Apple
no,
Watch? or not?
I don't have an Apple Watch. I have a Fitbit. But
Okay,
what I'm saying
is
is
it the same size, pretty much?
the Apple Watch face is bigger.
Okay.
What I'm saying is the only time I take off my Fitbit is if I'm training back because I want to put my straps on. My
Okay,
lifting
what
straps.
about like sometimes when I train arms, you don't wear wrist wraps?
No, I don't wear wrist straps. So like the odd time I'll do, but I'll just take it off for that set. Like if I'm doing bench press, like really heavy. I'll
So if
wear-
you're like, so I should like, I've debated buying one for myself. You're telling me you think an Apple Watch is worth it?
I love the Fitbit. I think the Apple Watch is going to be even better.
Hmm.
Because I actually like being able to measure my steps for the day. And like, actually I can track my food on it and everything. So,
Yeah.
and I get
Well,
my,
just so you know, this does connect anybody. I mean, this connects to my phone too.
does it have like a fit tracker and all that too?
It's got, I'll even open it up. It's got everything. Yeah.
I
like it, but you know, it would be the best thing ever, honestly, if they could make something like this in silicone and it was like, it would stretch a little bit, because I'd rather wear it on a different finger and wear it when I train. And if it was silicone, it would be fucking even better because I'd be able to grip things, but I can't grip anything because it's too hard. But yeah, this thing tracks, here, we'll go to,
I just, when I got the Fitbit,
it's up to you.
when I got the Fitbit, it was mainly for the fit tracking shit, like all the
You said
calories.
John Jewett was the one that got you
Yeah.
on that.
Right.
Yeah.
But what happened was I didn't even know it did this, but my text started coming up on the Fitbit.
I didn't even know Fitbits could do that.
Yeah, I didn't either. And I'm like, oh, that's fucking pretty cool. Cause I realized I was missing texts. Like if my phone was,
Horrible.
yeah. So I was like, oh, you know what? I think I'm just gonna get a fucking Apple Watch because it does all the same shit, but I can actually respond on it. And you can take phone calls on it and all
So
that.
if you're saying if you're horrible like me with texting, that'd probably help.
I like it, man. Cause now I've been getting more.
Can you actually physically text on it or not? Or like you got to auto responds?
I think you can text on it. I don't know for sure though. I don't have one, so I don't know for sure. But I wanted to get one, so I just thought it might be a good gift if anybody's watching.
Yeah, you guys can keep Venmoing Guy Cisternino, just $7 here, $7 there. I'll end up getting enough to buy.
Eventually get one, yeah.
Yeah.
Roman, do you have any good gift ideas?
Yeah, probably depending on, you know, when your boyfriend, I'm talking to the girl, when your boyfriend has like real shitty wrist wraps or shitty sleeves or something like that, that are really worn out, just buy him new ones. Because for example, there's pretty good ones out there, and that sometimes they're expensive.
Yeah.
And it's actually, that's a cool gift. Or you can get like maybe a training belt.
I was going to say a
Sounds good.
Cardillo belt. That's what I was going to say.
A Cardillo belt.
You know,
Cardillo belt,
I like
with
those
the name in it.
weight.
custom stitching or something like that.
Or
Yeah.
or crown custom belts.
Yeah. Crown
Right?
custom belts or Cardillo.
They just give us,
Yeah.
what is that? Crown?
Well, pull up Cardillo first. I think.
No,
he's doing
I
it
just want
for
I
information.
want to pull this up because Crown just made us a bunch of belts
Yeah.
and they're actually really good.
Oh yeah,
quality.
yes, I saw that. That's cool.
They're really good quality. This is one of them here. This is mine.
Mine's dope.
That's mine. This is James. That's Ben's. That's Nick's.
Mm-hmm.
There's yours, Sky. That's Paul's. Melissa's. Yeah, they're very, very cool, man. It's like they got a whole bunch. I think they made one for Ian too. I don't know where the fuck.
For me, show Cardillo because
I-
I've been with Cardillo for a long time.
I
Too.
like this. Look at this black on black.
Black on
This is
black.
fucking awesome. I didn't even think of that. I'd love to have a black on black belt.
Hey.
Okay. Cardillo also. I also have a Cardillo belt, and they're awesome.
Cardillo's the only belt I've ever worn since 2008.
So I wish I could have had a picture of my belt. They made me one that says Haas on
I
it.
got a couple belts hanging up in my house if you want to see it. A couple.
This is a pretty standard belt, man. They come in all different
The
colors.
standard is black, but yeah.
No, but I mean like the shape and feel of it.
Yeah,
Like, this
yeah.
is- but I have a black one. I have a white one they sent me as well.
Yeah, Steve's very good with the bodybuilding industry. He does a lot with bodybuilders, companies, celebrities, NFL, NHL. He does everything.
There's the black. That's like my belt.
Yeah.
Um,
So huge shout out to Steve. Steve, I love you, buddy. Thanks for all the support, man. Steve's been helping me out for fucking over 10
Yeah,
years.
he just did my Arnold Classic belt. That's probably
He did my
favorite.
New York. He did a New York Pro belt for me when I won. He's done a lot of different belts for me and supplement brands I've been with. He's very loyal.
Yep. Yeah, they got a lot of good stuff, and you've been around for a really long time. I don't think anybody doesn't know Cardillo belts.
No,
I mean, if you've been,
he's like the number one in the industry when it comes to belts.
I think if you've
I
been,
have bought 2 of his belts.
well, I bought one of mine. They sent me one. The white one they sent me just says Abiad on it, and then I wanted a black one, so I bought the black one. It says Haas on it.
I gotta clarify something real quick.
Sure.
The shop I mentioned earlier, just to make sure I don't get any customer
Complaints.
it's not my shop. They just sell my stuff. So
So if they fuck up your order, don't message Roman.
exactly. So it's not my shop. They just take care of my shipping.
I like that too. That looks good.
It's because you're bougie. You probably get one with fucking Gucci in it.
I'm bougie, says the guy with like 5 fucking Louis Vuitton belts. Or
Hold on. But can I say
purses.
something? I don't have it. Wait.
What?
Would you know I had that if I didn't show you?
Yes,
Liar.
I can tell. I can tell you have stuff like that.
You're such a fucking liar.
I can tell you're bougie. You're not. I don't hide it that well.
I can tell you pet your dog with your foot.
Bitch, bad.
I don't.
bougie.
I don't pet my dog with foot. That's. You know what? That's very disrespectful. I would never do that.
Oh, here we go with the moral.
What?
Here we go with the moral talk.
Guy pets his dog.
No. First of all, I was on my couch and my dog wouldn't leave me alone, so I was petting my dog with my foot.
The
And
dog was.
I literally was just, and I started laughing to myself. I was like,
No.
Fouad's so lazy. This is how he pets his fucking dog.
No.
He won't even bend over.
No, because look at this.
What's that little guy's
Look
name?
at this. Is that a
That's
pit?
Thor.
Thor. What's up, buddy?
Is he a pit?
You know that my
XL
middle name is
American
Thor.
Bully.
He's a what?
XL American Bully.
Oh man, he's.
Did you adopt
adorable.
him or did you buy him from a breeder?
Roman, did you say
I
your
bought him
middle?
from a breeder.
Roman, did you say your middle name was Thor?
How much?
Wait a minute.
Yes.
We just found out.
He was
Roman,
$3,000.
Good guys. We just found out Roman's middle name is Thor.
Is that
Really?
real?
Why the
Yeah,
fuck
that's-
would you call yourself Roman? I would just be like, I'm Thor. That's fucking awesome. Are you kidding me? It's fucking way better than Roman.
How have you not capitalized
Yeah.
on that yet? Are you an
Dude,
idiot?
your middle name is Thor.
Your
Where's
fucking-
your axe, bro?
Your shirts should just say Thor on them.
Yeah.
It's like
Yeah, where's your hammer?
you should let me and Guy do your marketing and give us a piece from now on.
Go
We'll
ahead.
We'll take care of it all.
Yeah,
That's amazing.
give him the hammer.
So
You know
Nick-
who was really amazed when he found out?
oh,
Antoine. Antoine was like,
Yeah,
we were at the Olympia, and I told him, I showed him my license, and everyone we met that day was like, Roman, take out your license. Take out your license.
yeah, fucking
Where did Thor come from? Was it like
Tennessee.
I don't know. My dad.
There was a
came up
breeder
with
in Tennessee.
no, what?
no, he meant to Roman. He meant Roman. Where did
Oh,
he meant to
Wait,
Roman?
is your dog's name Thor?
yeah, my dog's name's Thor.
Yeah, that's why he said that.
No, I know, but what I was saying, yeah. So your dog's name's Thor, but where did Thor come from in Roman's name?
Oh,
my dad came up with it.
Oh, it wasn't like somebody's like middle name or grandfather's name or. Oh, okay.
No,
Did your dad watch the movie? Was the movie out already?
no, that was 1988.
There wasn't a Thor back then?
There had to be a Thor in 1988.
Yeah. Maybe he was a comic book fan. Roman
I don't have
Thor,
any relations to him.
Roman Thor Fritz.
Fritz.
Roman Thor Fritz. Doesn't really sound like it goes. I think he was
RTF.
RTF. Ready to fuck.
that's clever.
Okay. Anyways,
Fouad,
What?
you are my head of marketing.
I'm your head of
CMO.
So Nick,
Yeah,
Oh,
you got the dog for $3,000.
yeah.
Does he have paper? Is there such a thing as a purebred American bully?
yes.
So does he have papers and everything?
Yeah, I have all the shit, yeah.
They wouldn't give me papers for Cade
Why?
because they said I have to neuter. Is it spay or neuter? Neuter. Neuter.
Guys neuter, girls spay.
I have to neuter him before they give me the papers because they don't want me to breed him.
I had the option.
Yeah, they didn't do that with me. I got my papers.
They're a breeder, and they're like, I guess because charcoal labs aren't very like, it's kind of rare. They're like, we won't sell them unless we won't give you papers unless you neuter them first.
The thing that sucks about papers with pits is that when you go to register the dog, like if you rescue a pit, you can get it down as a mix. When you register and you have papers, you got to register as a pit. And a lot of times, if you register a dog as a pit, your homeowner's insurance goes through the fucking roof.
Yeah. So is it better? So when you register, like Nick's.
Well, I would tell Nick, like, register the dog as a mix, even though you have papers, because nobody can tell you have papers.
That's
But
true.
wait a minute. When you register, if you register as an American bully, is that better than a pit or still considered the same thing?
Still considered same breed.
Okay.
American bully is still a pit to most people.
Yeah.
Like American bully are still banned in the same categories as pits and Dobermans and Rotties.
Do you guys have to do the same thing? I don't know if they've changed the law in Ontario, but for a while you had to like get your dog chipped and you had to have a fucking muzzle on it when you took it out walking and all that. Is there any of that?
All my dogs are chipped. My dogs, you don't need to have a muzzle. You're supposed to always walk your dog on a leash. That's just common practice.
Yeah.
You're supposed, there's like they get shots. My one dog's registered. My other two aren't.
Okay. Nick, are you gonna breed your dog? Does it matter or no?
I might actually, yes.
Yeah. It's a cute dog, man. Are you dealing with a lot of shit and piss in the house?
No, believe it or not, he's really good. I mean,
Come
he's
on.
only had like, I promise, he's only had one accident.
My
He
dog's
peed
an asshole.
He peed with me on the phone with Fouad yesterday.
My dog is an asshole. And I think it's partially because the house is bigger. So we have different doors that we go out. And I think he's confused about where to go out of the house.
What are you doing?
So I don't know if that's why, but he's like, he still hasn't figured it out 100%. And I'm like, I'm getting tired of cleaning up after him.
No, he's pretty smart already.
Yeah. Fuck.
I mean, I think just from being a baby, he's gonna have accidents regardless. But like, he runs to the back door. He lets.
I had a 1 month rule with my dog. After 1 month, if they went in the house, they got punished.
Well, he gets punished. I mean, I don't like hit him or anything, but like he gets punished.
What's punished though? Like I would put my dog's face in it, smack their nose, and put him in the kennel.
I put his face near it. I won't put his face in it.
I don't put it like full in it, but I put it
Yeah.
like it's almost damn near touching it.
I don't
And
do
I
the
smack them on the nose and say no, and then they go in the crate.
I don't do the smack yet. I do the face near it and no, and then he goes in the crate.
Yeah.
But the smack is next because I'm like, it's getting like.
Yeah, but a lot. The
How long have
only
you had him for?
It's been 6 weeks now.
Yeah.
Six.
let me
or
tell you
seven.
something. Dogs, like people are like, I don't want to. Every dog I have, and I will tell any dog owner this, every dog is going to test who's the alpha.
Oh yeah.
And every dog I've had has gotten an ass beaten. And I'm not talking a smack. I'm talking about a fucking ass beaten.
Yep.
This one right here, Storm, was the fucking worst. She got her ass beat more than any dog that I've had.
Yeah.
And she listens great, but people are afraid to hit them.
Yeah.
But they're dogs. Like they can fight or flight. Like hitting them on the face hard or on the ass doesn't fucking phase them, but it lets them know not to do it again.
Yeah.
Sometimes saying no when they're puppies doesn't register.
Yeah.
Sometimes you need no with an action.
Yep.
You know?
No, and I agree with you. I'm trying to do it in phases.
Yeah.
So I'm doing the yelling thing
Oh,
first,
yeah, of course.
right? And I think he's getting it, but like I said, I got to keep taking him out the same door because we have a bedroom door. Our master bedroom has a door that goes outside, and then our kitchen door has a door that goes outside. Our kitchen has a door that goes outside.
What do you say? What do you say to him? Do you want to go out? You want to go outside?
Out. I always say out.
That's what I say.
What you do?
And I take a treat. I take a treat with me. So when he goes out in the bath, goes outside, I give him a treat.
What I would say is I would go to that door every time, to that specific door you want him going out to, and I'm not going to say, because if I say the word, they're going to fucking run to the door.
Yeah.
But I would go to that door and go, all right, guys, you want to go?
OUT.
And then make him come to that specific door, then open it. Because if you're saying, do you want to go OUT?
Yeah.
And he's got two options, you're not telling him where to go. You're asking him to decide.
I think that's why he's having. No, but I do that, but I do it at both doors. And I think it's.
So what I'm saying is you pick one door from
Yeah,
now
yeah.
on and make that the door that he knows that's the only door he's allowed to go out of.
Yeah.
Or maybe even put like I have a mat in front of my front door where they go out. Put a mat in front of the door so he knows, okay, I can go and wait at that mat. Like if they want to go to the bathroom, they'll go and sit at the front door if they want to go out because they know that's where they go.
Yeah,
like
yeah,
I have a sliding glass door right here. They never go out there to go outside. It's that door.
Okay.
So when I yell, "Do you guys want to go out?" They don't run anywhere but that door right there.
Okay. Okay.
You know.
All right. I'll take it into consideration. Roman, do you have animal? You don't have any animals?
No, but I've thought about it quite.
Get a dog,
intensively.
man.
Is it a
Yes.
normal? Is it a normal thing in Germany to have pets like dogs and cats and all that, or no?
Yeah, it
Yeah.
is. But I'm always like, I don't know. Because I always feel like I can hardly take care of myself, and I have to take care of another living creature.
Well, I'll say this: if you want a pet but you don't want to take care of it, a cat is better than a dog. But if you want something you can play with, then get a dog. Because a cat will
Yeah,
take
the
care.
thing is,
Cat will take care of itself. You just got to clean its litter box like once every other day.
yeah, the thing is, I don't want to have a dog or any pet, and don't want to have anything to do with it.
No.
You know,
Like I think
that's-
what I mean is like the cat you can pet and it'll sit with you and shit, but like you don't have to walk it and you don't have to like necessarily play with it if you don't want to, and it cleans itself and fucking goes to the washroom itself. Like I think a dog is just a little bit more involved.
Yeah.
And
So-
if someone breaks into my house, I have the dog.
Yeah, that's a definite.
The cat
definite
is
plus.
gonna just sit there. And,
Just another pussy in the house, bro.
Yes.
All right. You guys good? Want to get together again?
Well, one more. You want to end with a question or what here?
No, I think we're good. We ended with the animal stuff. Animal stuff's always good.
It wasn't really. Was that what?
That's not good.
I mean, we normally end with a question. I'm just going off of.
yes, let's do one.
All right. Now I got to find a good one or else Nick's going to be upset.
Make it good.
Okay. I'm just going to scroll. and
Roman
then
just
stop.
cheated on his diet.
What did he eat?
Yeah.
I don't know. I saw him reach, grab, and eat.
Reach.
This person asks grower or shower.
The
Grower.
old pee question.
I think, yeah.
Grower.
Grower.
It's not even an option.
Yeah.
Grower.
Wait, is it asking what we prefer or what we are?
Well, we are.
Oh, I'm a grower.
Grower.
Yeah. I mean, listen. There's some days where it's hanging good. I'm like, this is a good grow day. This is a good grow day.
It's a
Grow day.
good picture day. It's a good day to
Yeah,
send.
this
Good
is
day to send somebody a pic.
Yeah, this is a good limp dick pic day.
This is how you do it, guy?
Huh? Yeah. Sometimes it just hangs bigger and thicker and longer.
When
than
you send
usual.
a girl a dick pic, do you take it from low or high, or like here or there?
No, I go like under that motherfucker, like, You know what I mean?
I can't get any lower than 5.5. So, I
So
don't
you're
know
like,
where the camera
Nick, are you
goes.
trying to take it like in like as if they're on their knees already? Like, is that what you're trying to do?
Kind of. I just want to make sure the angle's good.
Wait, how do you take it?
You know, like. I
So
get
like
under
he's
that.
trying to take it from their vantage point. So like if they're on their
So
on their
you have
knees,
so wait, so you're actually
So-
taking like a selfie of it.
Yeah, so like when it's that low, they can vision it like on their knees, like, you know
they're
what
like,
I'm saying?
oh, they're like, oh, that's what it looks like. Okay.
Yeah.
So you
So this
actually-
is what I'm about to suck.
so you take the picture like in selfie mode.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
It's pointing back at it, pointing back at
in
it.
selfie mode?
So you're like this.
Yeah, selfie mode.
I've never heard of such a thing.
He's trying to give him the most accurate depiction of what.
Yeah,
it
here's my pee hole.
How do you take it, guy? You take it from the top down or from the
I'm
side?
not. I don't. I mean, I don't really
You're
do.
such a
like-
liar. You're such a liar.
You
Guys,
guy,
guys like I've never sent a
guy
dick
has
pic.
sent a dick pic.
Guys, like I've never sent a dick pic.
Don't listen. You would have girls message you like, I have a picture of a guy's dick.
All right. If you've received a dick pic from Guy, please send me a message and let me know because I want to know if he's full of shit.
You know, people are gonna start sending you like random pictures that aren't even. my
Don't
dick
send me
now.
random fucking pics of cocks.
No, yeah.
I
no
think
dick pic.
but I have. I'm not an often fucking. I don't fire them off often.
I didn't say every day, but I'm sure
But
you've
I
taken
think
one.
I think I've done the.
Yeah.
Does it look better when it's close or far?
I guess you try to find the angle that's got the longest slope.
You know what you gotta do? You gotta like smash it against your thigh, so like it gets a good.
I think the side profile pick is the best.
Side try.
Like if you do it this way from the side, it gives
Quarter
like
turn.
the
Quarter
full.
turn to the right.
Quarter turn?
Yeah, quarter turn.
Nice little quarter.
Yeah, that's the best way to do it, right?
Nick
That's
does
actually
it from
I have a feeling Roman sent the most dick pics. So what do you think? No.
the Fouad.
That's actually that thing with the side pick is actually, I think it's even proven.
Fuck you, guy.
I wrote something.
Wait a minute. What are you saying about the side pick?
The side pick is actually proven. I read somewhere.
Oh Jesus!
I don't know where it was, but it said something like when you look at when you're standing next to someone in the pissoir, you know,
We're taking a leak.
Yeah, exactly. So the guy's dick next to you will always look bigger than yours because you're looking at it from the top and you're looking at his from the side. So don't feel bad about it.
Well, it doesn't matter. I can never see over the fucking thing next to me.
I honest to God, have never looked at a guy's dick next to me at the fucking while I was taking a piss.
Nah.
Yeah.
I don't care if anybody has. I honest to God, I've just never thought. I always get uncomfortable and I'm like,
I can never see over the divider.
guys like this.
Yeah, I'd have to jump. Wait, Nick, what I was going to say, the way Nick takes his dick pics is from the judge's perspective.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Look at me now.
What the fuck? All right, we'll end on that one then. We're all growers. Roman, you didn't answer. Are you a grower or a shower?
I said grower.
You're a
Just
grower,
look
grower.
at my stage picks.
All right, on the count of 3. 1, 2.
No. All right.
You put it now.
I'm like, no. Okay. All right, boys. We'll talk.
All right.
Hey, bro.
See you guys.
Assalamu alaikum.
Bye. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe, share with your friends, and like the video. And if you get a chance, check out the description for all the different links to all the different places you can find Hostile and myself. And lastly, check out hostile.com for our new line of supplements and all of our apparel and gear. Thanks again for watching.